We're back.
All right.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are we are
Officially. Yes.
reporting live from Kappa Kappa Tau sorority
Yes. It's
at
officially. It's
Wallace University.
yes.
Wait, why did I never realize that it was Wallace University? I guess I didn't know the
I
name of the
guess. Yeah. I
university.
guess
I
I
was
never
like
really paid
Wallace
attention.
University.
Um. It's officially Summerween,
Yeah,
as they call it.
yeah.
And what are we
New the
talking?
new
Yes.
fad, the new fad that I believe was created originally by Gravity Falls, but it like
Yeah.
exploded
Yeah.
on TikTok. Like,
Yep. Well, it's kind of
so
like
we're
Christmas in
discussing.
July is a thing, and then
Yeah, yeah,
so it's
exactly.
Summerween.
So summer.
Summerween.
Funniest name possible, to be
Yes.
honest.
Well, because I keep seeing posts on like TikTok and stuff. It's like me on July 5th. It's like a random day. Me on July 5th, and it's just them like holding a pumpkin spice latte. I'm like, oh yeah.
Me
Well,
on July 1st is just putting up Halloween decorations.
I still have my Halloween shower curtain. Never took it down. Like, well,
Hey, I mean, you can be spooky all year
yes.
around.
And
There's no
speaking,
rules. You know that one meme where they're like, I refuse to be controlled by a calendar. Happy Halloween, everyone.
yes. And speaking of spooky,
Uh-huh.
so and I know it's nothing, and I'm saying it's nothing because I don't want it to be a thing, but the light in my closet is motion censored and it
Oh.
keeps going off.
Oh. Who gathered
Who
to
gathered?
listen to this pod recording?
Because
Who
it's on
gathered?
right now and it has not gone off. Like it has not turned off. But at nighttime, sometimes too, I'll be like half asleep and the closet light will just go on. I'm like, well,
Hello, whoever you are.
yes, I come in peace.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but that's my ghost adventures.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, what are we discussing today?
oh, uh, okay. It's a love hate relationship, but
Yeah,
Scream Queens.
hell yeah.
Yes. And it's one of those shows. Again, it's Ryan Murphy, so. Oh, it just went off. I guess whoever was in my closet is now gone. Um,
You said we're discussing Scream Queens. They were
oh,
like,
they're
"Oh,
like,
I hate that.
ooh,
I
what's
hate that
she's.
show. Goodbye."
As soon as we start talking about season 2, they're just like, well, no, I'm gone.
That's Chanel. That's Chanel number two. She doesn't
Chanel,
want to
it's
be
Ariana
here.
Grande coming to haunt me. It's Chad Radwell. So Scream
Oh man.
Queens, another one of those Ryan Murphy shows, and I think we
Hmm.
talked about it in the Ryan Murphy episode briefly. The first season it gives off scary movie vibes, where like
Uh
it's
huh.
that dumb that it's just so funny. Well, the first season anyway, but it's just
True.
so dumb funny that I'm like, I the whole first season I'm just cracking up the entire time.
Yeah,
Um,
it was so good.
so
How
good.
did we come about? Like, we had seen the previews for it before it even
Yeah,
premiered, right?
when did it
Because this
come out?
played while I'm
Weird.
on the wiki right now. It says it aired on Fox from September 22nd, 2015 to December 20th of 2016.
So
So
we were in
little over
yeah,
just like a year of
yeah,
television for this whole entire
yes.
show to be aired. And then
Um,
I assume it got canceled.
it got
Spoiler
canceled,
alert, it's not still on. It got canceled.
and it had potential. I mean,
It did.
I don't think it would be like American Horror Story where there's like 7 or 8 of them,
Yeah.
but I would give it like 3 or 4 seasons. And but the second season, and like I get the change of pace
Hmm.
and like change of scenery, but I just didn't like it. But do you have any notes and things about the first season?
Yeah, so first I think I'll just like dive into
Yeah.
like
Oh
what
yeah.
exactly like we can give like a little like
Synopsis.
synopsis, I guess, of what it is. So it takes place at, like we said, Kappa Kappa Tau is a sorority in Wallace University. That's like the main, well, at least in the first season anyway,
Yeah.
that's like the main setting. And the main focus is we open on a group of, I mean, it's basically kind of like almost a Mean Girls-esque thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have the three, like, you have, they're all named Chanel, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
because I think the
Yep.
one girl, like Emma Roberts, is like the, I guess you would call her, right? One of, well, I guess
Yeah.
she's an antagonist, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she plays Chanel, and I think she's the only one whose name is actually Chanel,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And then
Chanel
she just named
Oberlin. Yeah.
everyone. Yeah,
All of her
she just
minions.
named all of her minions. So when the season starts, she has three minions,
Yep.
and she names them Chanel number two, three, and five.
Yes.
And then she's Chanel number one.
Yeah. And
And then,
who's and where's number four? We never know.
yeah,
I don't think they ever
four.
mention it.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Was
the cat.
Chanel number
Yeah.
four? Oh no, four. They don't ever mention, right? Because the girl later on. Well, we'll get into it. All the like
Yeah.
scandal and violence that occurs, and
Oh yes.
oh god, it's just so much.
And
This show is watching this back. This show is so crazy. Actually, like
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
some of it you just watch, and I'm like, how did this? Because this wasn't like, if you think about now, this probably would have done so much better and maybe had gotten a few more seasons out of it if it was on streaming. But this
Yeah.
was airing on network television
Oh yeah.
every single week. Like, it was just playing on what, like FX, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah, and it was just
Fox.
playing like
Yeah. One of those
oh no, not FX. I'm thinking of FX because literally every other Ryan Murphy show is
is
like
on.
on
Yeah.
FX. But this was literally on Fox. So like if you had basic cable where you just got like your three basic networks like Fox, NBC, and like CBS, you would just see this like on TV every
Yeah.
week. And thinking about that, that's a lot. Like imagine somebody just flipping through the channels and they just see like a part of this show
Yes.
like out of context. Oh my god. But yeah,
Yes.
back to her minions. Her three minions are
The,
probably like three of like the funniest performances on the show. Like,
yes,
okay.
and you have to tell the actresses because they got some good
Oh,
people
this
for the
cast
show. This
alone, I'm gonna
whole
go through
yeah.
the rest of the
Mhm.
cast. Like,
Mhm.
just in the first season, well, her three minions, Chanel number two, three, and five, respectfully. Also, fun fact: I named three of the chickens that I have in Stardew Valley after these characters.
Yes, I forgot about
I
that.
have there's Chanel number two, number three, number five.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man. But Chanel number two is played by Galinda Upland herself, Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Pre Galinda.
Pre-Glinda. Yep. God,
Yeah,
Linda.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Got lit right. Um, no, Chanel number three is played by Billie Lourd, who, if you don't know her, she's actually the
Yeah.
daughter of Carrie Fisher, which
Yes,
is a
who
flex
is
in
the
itself.
daughter of what's her name? What the grandmom from Debbie
Debbie
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
I couldn't. Yeah, Debbie
What,
Reynolds.
you know? What a lineage in that family
Yes.
alone. Like,
Yep.
but yeah, Billie Lourd was also. I mean, at this point, she was only in things like this. Like Ryan Murphy, I think, kind of kickstarted her career off the ground. I want to say
Mhm.
because she was in this, and then later on, she goes on to be in American Horror Story, and then now she's had like a few movies under her belt. Like she was in Booksmart. Oh my god, she was so good in Booksmart.
Yes.
You remember she was Gigi in Booksmart? That was ridiculous.
Oh yes. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and like her performances that is so much crazier than compared to this. Like in this, she's just kind of like subdued, and she just kind of speaks in
Yep.
like three-word sentences. Like,
Mhm.
and then Chanel number five is
Yes.
Abigail Breslin.
Which like
And what happened to her? Where is she? What is she doing?
well, and
She's kind of
side
went
note,
dropped off the face of the earth.
but side note, and this was during this time, or maybe it was like not that long after, but and I had to
Oh
bring
no,
this up because every once in a while I just go back and listen to it, and it's the funniest thing. But she dated the one guy from Five Sauce, whatever,
Michael Clifford.
Michael Clifford. And I
Hmm.
guess, and I don't know if he did anything. I mean, it was all like speculation, but she claims he like cheated and did all these things.
Yeah,
So she made a diss track called "You've Really Stuck,"
yeah,
and like she never name dropped him, but like she talked about his hair, and I hope it all falls out
yeah.
because he dyes his hair.
Which is wild because that was one of the things that people would say about him because it was like I don't know if it's just a thing of like your hair like balding anyway, but like he would dye his hair a lot and you would see it in pictures that like he would try to like
hide. Yeah,
No offense, like, I'm sure
yeah,
maybe he just needed to get like, nowadays, people just get, like, the surgery to, like, regrow their hair or whatever, I can't think of what
yeah.
that's
Hmm.
like, the hairline surgery or whatever, but she was clocking him for real, like, she was it could've been pretty, like, "Oh, we don't know, who is this about?" But, like, she just flat out said about the hair, and everybody was like, "Oh, okay." Like, it
Hmm.
was like a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah.
And I think we watched that a couple times. It's just like
It's just
it
it's
almost
so
sounds like but it almost sounds like what made it so funny was it almost sounds like it's like a diss track if you're, like, in high school,
yes. This is
like,
the,
freshman in high school.
like your first boyfriend broke up with you,
Yeah.
and I just learned how to use like iMovie, and so
Yeah.
I'm making like a diss track.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's me, like, if you ever get into, like, a fight with somebody, you can't think of any, like,
You
insults, and you just
really
go, "You
suck.
really suck."
Suck. I hope your
That's
hair
it.
falls out. We gotta look up. Um, hold on.
Maybe at the time maybe she was that young, and that's why it came off that way, because I think she did that before this show, I wanna say. Maybe.
Yes, I think. Let me. I'm looking it up because I need to
Well, I mean,
read.
Abigail Breslin has been in the public eye
Yeah,
maybe earlier, maybe around the same time as age that Emma Roberts started being in
yeah.
the public eye, because Abigail Breslin was in
She was
I mean
in My
she got an
Sister's
Oscar
Keeper.
nomination.
Yeah,
She got an Oscar nomination when she was a kid,
yeah. She was in Little
for
Miss
Little Miss
Sunshine,
Sunshine. Oh my god,
My Sister's
underrated movie.
Keeper. Yes, I can't watch that movie. It's too much.
Yeah,
Um,
oh, My Sister's Keeper is a lot.
it's a lot. The book's a lot too. Like the whole
Yeah.
thing. So I have some of the lyrics for everybody. I hate your dumb tattoo. I wish you'd fly to the moon, where there are no girls to use or screw over. I'm
Man, send
laughing
him to New
because I
York.
lied, you know.
He should have been on the rocket with Katy Perry. Send him up there.
Yes. And then she goes, I'm laughing because I lied, you know. I said you sounded like all time low. You really don't, even though you try hard.
Oops.
Um, so, Five Sauce, I guess, is trying to, in her mind, trying to act like that. Um,
Yeah.
I hate the scar above your eye. Okay. Um,
That's so
but
specific, girl.
it's not like that's a choice, like the hair thing. He doesn't have to dye his hair. Um,
Yeah.
but the scar, like something clearly happened to him and he got that scar. But it says, I hate the scar above your eye. It looks like you're on drugs.
What's the
Uh,
correlation between those two things?
and it doesn't rhyme.
That
Yeah.
scar above your eye makes it look like you're on
I
drugs.
guess drug addicts look a certain way in her mind. And you really need to learn to wash your
Girl, I
hair.
was about to be like, girl, that line aged like milk.
Yep. And then it goes, and you really need to learn to wash your hair. Overall, you're not a catch. You're just a dumbass. Bleaching your bleaching your hair. Well, I hope it all falls out.
I love how she just rhymes when she feels like it. Like
But
that's
yeah,
just like,
most people rhyme
she's
like the first word,
like
the last word in the first sentence, and then your second sentence is also the last word. But it's like,
she said she said stream of consciousness.
yes, like you need to learn to wash your hair. You're not a catch. You're just a dumbass. Doesn't None of that rhymes. And I hope your hair falls out. So then she went back to the hair thing.
I want that on a t-shirt, but the first line's on the front of the t-shirt and then the back of it the front of the t-shirt will be like you're not a catch and then the back of the t-shirt will say you're just a
It's a dumbass.
dumbass.
Um, and I hope you hear. I bet you're going to hear this song and tell your friends how I'm obsessed with you. Well, I mean, you're writing a song about him. It's not a very good song
Man.
either. So like, well, and then it's like and I bet you don't know that you sound like a girl every time you call me when you're drunk.
Oh,
And all I want to say is you really
another
suck.
line that aged like milk, cause what does that mean, girl?
You sound like a girl. So is she saying like the voice gets higher pitched when he's drunk? Oh, someone's coming back in my closet. Um,
Oh,
so maybe they like. Okay,
if you're
maybe they're
just
a
tuning
fan.
in now.
Maybe they're really a fan of "You Suck" by Abigail Breslin. Just
Or they
there,
want to hear the tea. They're like,
or they
"Oh,
want to hear the
this is getting
tea.
good actually."
When it's like,
I'm
oh,
dead.
I think this might be my favorite line. Oh, and thanks for telling all your lies, because now I realize I'd rather date a rock.
You'd rather date a rock?
or a rock. Yeah. Oh, and thanks for the tickets to your show. I just wanted you to know that all your bandmates are hotter than you. Damn.
I mean, she kind of ate with that one. She's kind of true. If you
And
look, I mean, they
that
weren't like,
yeah,
oh my god, They weren't like they were
the
on
punk
tour with One
rock like One
Direction. You know what
Direction.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but if you do look at them all, and then you look at
Yeah.
like and you're like, well,
Yeah. And then she just repeats the
I'm
whole part
crying.
about you sounding like a girl when you're drunk, and I know you're going to hear the song and tell
She
everyone you're
really wanted
obsessed
him
with
to
you.
know that part. She's
And
like,
yeah,
by the way,
and then um
I'm
and I bet
crying.
you didn't know. I talked to all the girls that you were with when you were
All of
with
them.
me. Oh yeah, all of them that you were with when you were with me, and they all say you really suck. So, I mean,
And they all say what? You cut off there for a
oh,
second.
and they all say you really suck. So, but it's
That
a
part's kind of that part's kind of a slay though. I love the idea of like a girl like a John Tucker Must Die type
yes.
situation.
Oh,
You know, where they're
yes.
all like they
Yep.
all become friends and that's cool. I like that part.
Yes.
But
I feel like my favorite
I
line. I
wonder
mean,
who the girls were because they probably maybe they would have been in the public eye. We gotta
yes.
do more research on this.
We'll
Like
we'll get back to you next time. Um, I feel like my
oh
favorite
man.
line. Well, I do love all the whole song is about, but I I think my favorite line is I'd rather date a rock. Um,
I'd rather date a which is
that
wild because they made like rock music. So she's like,
yes,
I don't want to date a rock star, I'll date a
yeah,
rock.
yep,
You know what it's kind of giving? She was listening to well, I mean it's not exactly the same style of a song, but it sounds like she was listening to like Seven Things by Miley Cyrus and she was like,
yeah.
I can do this.
I can do this. No, you can't. Um, but it's a bop.
We have seven things at home.
Yeah, when you ask for seven things and your mom says we have seven things at home, it's like, oh.
I
And
really want when's the Breslin Sans? When's
yeah, when is the era of the Breslin coming out?
Well, it's wild because both her and her brother were actors, and they both kind of fell
Yeah,
off the face. Like I don't know. I guess maybe
yeah,
I'm assuming they don't want to act. I mean, a lot of times when you're in the public eye and you start acting when you're a kid, they grow up and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to do this
yeah.
anymore."
Or they see other actresses and actors that were young and dealt through that, and they're like, I don't want to grow up to be that
Yeah.
way. Like I've seen what it did to
Okay.
Britney and everybody else. Like I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Well, it's like the random, but the one guy from the guy that played Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, only movie he ever
Uh
made. He's a vet now.
huh.
So like he just literally was cast in that movie, and that's the only thing he did. And then after that, he went to school, and now he's a veterinarian, which is interesting.
King.
Yep.
Awesome.
Imagine
I gotta
making
go
that
through
big of a
the.
hit and then just dipping.
I mean, hey, the royalty checks are still probably
Oh
coming
yeah.
in, so he's probably set
Mhm.
on top of like whatever he makes from
Yeah.
like being like a vet, like the royalty checks have to be insane.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Yeah.
That was the first time that movie was ever taken from. Like that's the first. Oh, you said Charlie and the It's the
Yeah.
Charlie from like the
Or
one
no,
in the
Willy
70s,
Wonka.
right?
Willy Wonka.
No, I got you. I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
I
The
was
original, yeah,
talking about
Willy
the same
Wonka.
thing.
Uh-huh.
That's wild. Hey,
Mhm.
he got his royalty checks and he dipped.
Yep. Yeah.
He said I've seen. No, he had Gene Wilder like scream in his face and he was like, "Hey, I've seen enough." Like that's
Oh, he went through that chocolate river and saw those things and was like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, the scene, not to divert, we're gonna talk about Scream Queens, I swear, but the scene where they're like, at the end where he's like, "You won," and then he like yells in his
Yep.
face. He didn't know that Gene Wilder was gonna do
Oh,
that.
and nobody, same thing with the scene where they are going through the chocolate river and all those like images are popping up.
Yeah.
No one knows that that was happening.
Yeah.
So all of them, like their reactions are real. And then the beginning where he's walking out with the cane, and then he like falls over and like does a
Yeah.
flip. They don't know that
Yeah,
either.
he didn't know. Yeah. Turns out Gene Wilder wasn't really acting that much. He was just kind of insane.
Yep. Hmm.
Oh man. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta mention the rest of this
Oh
like
yes.
stacked cast. So
Hmm.
we have the Chanels. Um, we also have. I mean, I don't know if she's in as many things anymore, but in like the mid to early like 2000s, she was in a lot of things. It was, I believe, she was a Disney kid as well, possibly, or maybe she. Oh no, I think she was on Drake and Josh.
I
I
think
want to say.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was. Oh
Gigi,
my God, she
right?
was the girl. Yeah,
Her
yeah,
name is
yeah.
Gigi.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm talking about Grace.
Yeah, yeah.
Skylar
In
Samuels.
Drake and Josh, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
she played that like child, like she was an actor like in the
yes,
show or
yes.
pop star or
I think her
something.
name is Gigi in Jake and Josh. The one that
Oh,
gets
okay. I
hit
was
in
getting
the head with
confused because
the
we have a
bucket.
Gigi in this. Yeah, yeah,
Remember?
yeah. And then
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like that meme where she's like, "Don't touch me, I'm famous."
Yes, I think that's her. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's, I guess, our protagonist. I mean, we'll talk
Yeah.
about Grace
Yeah.
and how we
Hmm.
feel about Grace. Like, watching this back, I was
Watching
like,
it
oh
back,
boy.
I feel differently now about certain
Yeah,
things, for sure.
that's called growth.
It's
you
called
know.
growth. Yeah.
Yeah, but then we Ryan Murphy likes to take his pool of actors and put them in different things that he does. So we have a returning
Yes.
Ryan Murphy cast member. We have a Leah Michelle playing
Yes.
Hester, aka later on becomes Chanel number 6.
Yes. And Leah Michelle, I don't know, because
This
she's
I gotta say, this was definitely a different vibe than what I remember her being on Glee. This was
yeah.
definitely like,
When I maybe that's why I
uh,
got annoyed by her so
yeah,
much in Scream Queens is because her character on Glee and I could her no, it annoyed me so much.
yeah.
So when she came on and I saw it was her, I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I got annoyed like with Hester. It was like I got annoyed, but it was like she kind of just like scared me.
yes,
Like, well, I
yeah,
mean, later on we do find out why she's so
oh yeah,
scary,
yeah,
but she's not working alone, which also we'll discuss in a little
yes,
bit.
mm-hmm,
But then we have the the man, the myth, the legend, Glenn Powell is
yes.
Chad Randall.
Which I forgot about for the longest time until I watched it again, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah, and he had a little like talk about like renaissance. He had a little break where like he wasn't really in anything. Do you know it
yeah,
was fun fact, like I found this out too. I might have mentioned this to you before, but this was even before Scream Queens. He was like literally like early teens, but if you go back you can see him in it. He's in one of the Spy Kid
oh
movies.
really?
Spy Kids movie. Yeah. He's in
Probably the third one.
He's in the third one. Yeah, it's when Junie goes to do that like robot like racing
Oh
where
yes,
they have to like like sit on top, not racing, but they're gonna like fight and they
yes.
have to like stand on top of the robot. He's the guy that like comes in and tells them like the rules. Like he's like, okay, so when
Ah,
the bell goes off, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do
yes,
and he's like a
yeah,
teenager. And
yeah.
then somebody posted it was like, is that Glenn Powell?
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and then I don't know what else he did before like coming up to this, but like yeah, films that literally, if you go on his Wikipedia page, it'll say in films such as Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Yes.
Like,
All the ghosts
but
like Spy
now
Kids 3 Game Over. Me
we're
too.
gonna find this ghost and we'll just start asking you questions like, "Are you with us?"
Just
Next
go.
episode we get it. No, next episode we get a Ouija board.
Oh my
Just
god. You have
what
to
is
be
your
there.
name?
What is your name? Chanel number 2.
Do they use a Ouija board in this at any
They
point?
do. Yeah.
They do. Okay,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Multiple times. Yeah.
Oh yeah, to talk to Chanel number
Number
2,
2.
and then that's how later on. Well, speaking of Chad, that she says like, "Oh, well, he's cheating on you with a
Yes.
farm."
Yep. Yep.
Oh
And
my
then
god,
who played Denise Hempfield? She's pretty famous, right?
the cop, like the
Yeah.
security guard.
Yeah.
That's Niecy Nash is her name. And
Yes.
believe it or
Okay.
not, out of all of this entire, well, I mean, she does do good, so it makes sense. But out of everything in this cast, like I looked up, like, is there any Emmys for this? And she got an Emmy nomination for this.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it was like in
but Jamie
best
Lee
like
Curtis didn't?
supporting actress, and yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too. But she got like best supporting actress or featured actress or something in a comedy.
All right.
So I was like, oh, okay.
And then obviously Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh my god, Jamie Lee Curtis, which
She
is
was so
so
good.
cool.
Yes.
Well, that was such a good and appropriate thing because she started. I mean, she when you look up the term of what a scream queen is, it's like an actress who's particularly known for horror
Yes.
and also known for having like a signature like scream, like having
Mm-hmm.
that close up of just looking at the camera and like just screaming like really loudly.
Yes.
And she was like one of the first actresses that was
Yeah,
like
and
known as a
her
quote unquote scream queen.
her mom was in Psycho as the
Yeah.
girl in the shower, and then she was
Hmm.
obviously in all the Halloween movies. So
Yeah.
that was a good
Yeah.
pick for that.
Her
Yep.
mom's name was Janet Lee.
Yes.
So, and it's wild because like there's also this fun concept of like making someone the face of all the marketing for something and like killing them off like
Yes.
immediately. Like her
Mm-hmm.
mom was like the marketing for Psycho and everything, and then
Mm-hmm.
she was like killed off like in the middle of the movie. And people
Yeah.
were like, "Oh,
Great.
same
Yeah.
thing." Spoiler. By the way, we've watched the series in its entirety. I mean, I recently rewatched season 1 and then got like halfway through season 2. You watched it all,
Yeah.
but it goes without saying, spoilers for the whole show. The show's been out since 2015.
Uh
If you
huh.
don't want it spoiled, don't listen
Yeah.
or watch it and then come back and listen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is so good
That
in
was
this show.
good. Yeah.
She's another main antagonist,
Yes.
I'd say.
Yeah.
So she plays the dean
Dean
of the
Munch.
high school.
Yes.
Or yeah, and they always make fun of her because her last name or college. It is a college, right? Yeah, they're in college.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say it's like a boarding school, high school, but no. I'm so used to the Netflix of them casting like 30-year-olds as like
Yes.
teenagers,
Uh huh.
which is the case here, I think.
Yeah.
I think, especially in Emma Roberts' case, because I believe by now, by the time this aired, she was probably like late 20s, like going into
Yeah.
there. I don't know, but who else is in here? We gotta go back to the cast. Well, I don't know if I've seen him in much outside of this, but you also have the guy that plays Pete,
Oh, he
who
was
you know,
in briefly.
Diego Boneta.
He was in Pretty Little Liars
Oh, okay.
briefly. He played Spencer's boyfriend in the beginning, like the early seasons, and then they broke up, and he was never in it after that. That's the only other thing I remember seeing him in. Oh, and we can't
Okay.
forget Nick Jonas.
I know. I was going down
Yeah,
the cast, and oh yeah, here's season 1. I should just look at that specifically. Yeah, Nick Jonas says, what a name, Boone Clemens."
yeah, that's the most fake. Like, and you do learn that it's
Which,
fake.
yeah.
But like the most like that's if you had to pick a name for yourself, you know, yeah, you're gonna go with Boone. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then I'm looking at the cast list for season 1. Did you see what Ariana Grande's character's name is? Like her actual character name?
No. Well,
It's
was it
listed
weird?
on the wiki.
Uh,
It's not weird. It's just I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Her first name is Sonya, Sony, which I'm like, I thought that was like a Latina name, but I don't know. Like
Oh.
Sonia, and then last name is Herfman, Herfmann. I'm like, I don't
Oh.
know. I just didn't.
Be-
Whatever it was, I just wasn't expecting
because
that.
Chanel number five's name is weird. Because they always joke around. Well, Emma Roberts' character would always joke around and be like, I keep forgetting that's your name. And it's like something really weird, isn't it? Or like
Libby Putney
Putney. Yeah.
is yeah.
And then what's Chanel number three's name?
So number 3. Did they ever listed?
Or maybe it's
Sadie Swenson.
oh yeah, because the Swenson. Yeah, they did mention that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds like these names are like put into like a little. I don't know. I wonder how they came up with
Yes,
these names. Like
like Chanel makes
Chanel.
sense because if you want
Yeah,
something rich sounding, and she does
yeah,
talk about being rich all the time, Chanel would make
yeah.
sense. But like Putney, where did that come from?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes,
Come on. We have characters named Chad Radwell.
yeah,
Like, Oh man.
But give a little brief synopsis of the first season. We'll go through the first season.
Yeah. So it's takes place. Obviously, this is at a college. We're coming in on what, like freshmen? They're all freshmen.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And then we center on our main character, Grace, who, you know, how would you describe Grace?
Um. Well, I think
It's
it definitely changed now. But
yeah.
like when I first watched them, like, oh, she just wants, no, I can't even say that, can I? I don't know.
What?
I just feel like I had a different view of her the first time,
Yeah.
and like the whole point is she comes back, and her mother who passed away when she was young, like
Yeah.
she knew that she was in Kappa, so like
Right.
she wanted to go to Wallace to find out more about her mom because her dad's keeping all these secrets about it. And so she
Yeah.
feels like if she joins Kappa House, she'll be able to like reconnect with her mom. Which in
Her
theory,
dad is played, just real
oh
quick.
yeah,
Her dad is played by Oliver Hudson. Fun fact, if you couldn't
oh
tell by his
yes,
face and his last name, he is the brother of Kate Hudson.
yes,
I
and the
don't know
son
if
of
he has
Goldie
the
Hawn.
same mom and dad. I guess he's
They
got to
do,
be,
they do.
because I don't know if she's been with anybody. She's been with Kurt Russell for a very long
Yeah,
time, so I
so
assume they're all.
they, from what I know, they don't associate with their dad.
Oh,
I think he's not like he was in and out their entire life. So both him and Kate Hudson, like they just view Kurt Russell as like their dad. At least that's what I read
got
somewhere.
it.
Don't know if it's true.
Got it. Okay, because I was about to say Kurt Russell's been with Goldie Hawn since Overboard.
Oh God,
I'm
yeah.
assuming. I think
Oh,
that's what
yep. That's
brought
where
them
I think
together.
it's yeah,
I think that's what brought them together, and I know they've been together for years. They never got married, I don't think.
no,
I don't know if maybe that's because of like what you said, like her first husband, like their
yeah,
dad, like wasn't involved. But yeah,
yeah.
she's been with Kurt Russell for a long
Oh
time.
yeah,
But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, and then you see their face, and you're like, oh yeah, that is
yep.
Kate Hudson.
Uh
Like
huh.
immediately, you can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I guess we can say like what it opens like first before we get into it. So the first like scene that opens up the whole entire show is like a flashback.
Yes, to like the
So it's
'80s,
starting in like
right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
80s, and we're getting a view of Kappa Kappa House. Kappa Kappa Tau. Oh yeah, because KKT. Okay, Kappa Kappa Tau. I'll remember that, I swear.
Hmm.
But they're showing them in the 80s, and it's like a flashback, and it almost looks like they're having some type of like mixer or like prom or just a
Yeah.
party or something like, and they it's like the popular girls. So I guess it's like the Chanel's of like back then, like
Yeah.
that ran
Hmm.
like Kappa Kappa Tau, and then they go upstairs to like their like bathroom in the house, and they see that one of the girls had a baby in a
Hmm.
bathtub
Yep.
in the middle of the dance, just just
Yes.
casually giving birth in a
And
bathtub.
I love again. This is how unserious the show
It's
is.
so, it's so
So
unserious.
the she has a baby in the bathtub, and there's another girl that's holding the baby,
Hmm.
and the girl dies after giving birth,
Yeah,
and they're trying to
yeah.
figure out what to
Because
do with it.
turns out it's not that safe for you to like give
Yeah.
birth and have it be in that type of situation, and
Yes.
she basically probably just like lost some blood.
Yep.
It was very sad.
Yes. And but she gave birth,
Hmm.
and they didn't know what to do about it. And
Yeah.
Waterfalls, but by TLC was playing. But the head queen was like, and I am not. This is like basically this is my gem. I'm not missing this. And so they left. Well, and I think she was still alive when they left
Uh-huh.
to go dance to TLC. And when they came back up, the one girl who stayed with the baby was like, "She's dead. She's dead. Like, she died."
Yeah.
And then they got Jamie Lee Curtis was still the dean at the time. They got her involved. We need to tell the police. And then Dean Munch was like, "No." She basically like kidnapped them and put like a sack over their heads, and then made the other Kappa members dig a hole and bury the girl that died in the bathtub
Yeah.
to hide the fact that
That this
this
happened.
happened. And then they put the bathtub in the basement. So
Just college things, you know?
just
Like
Kappa Kappa Tau things, you know?
just stop like oh I was
Scrolly
always
thing.
better at like video editing. I'd be like just cap the towel things and edit the
Yes.
like from just girly things.
Yes. Yes. I will figure out how to do that.
Tumblr days.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
So then
mhm.
then after that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Oh
off. Were
no,
you
you're
gonna
good.
say anything else?
No, no.
No, because then after that, we go to like present day, and then that's when we meet like our cast, like our
Yes.
protagonist. And
Also,
how
Kiki
have we not
Palmer.
mentioned the? I was just about to say, how did we not mention the Queen until playing Zayday Williams, Kiki Palmer,
Yes, and I
Queen?
love the beef that Denise Hempfield, the security guard, has with Zayday the entire 2 seasons. Even after the first season is over and it's clear what happened, she's still
It's
fighting with her
clear that
in the
she's not the killer.
and she's still fighting with her in the second season, being like, "Well, you could probably still be a killer." She's like,
Yeah.
"No," but I like Zayday. Even
Yeah.
watching it this like again, I do really like Zayday.
Yeah, she's,
Um,
like, literally one of the because a
yes.
lot of these characters are, like, very, very unlikable to the say the
Yeah,
least.
and the whole thing was Dean Munch and that other lady, I forget her name. The one that
Gigi
Gigi.
Gigi Caldwell,
Yeah. Yeah.
who later on we find yeah, that's turns out to not
Yes.
really be her name.
Yeah.
Real name is, Jess Meyer, turns out in the
Yes.
end, but
Yeah. Um
in the beginning of the season, we meet her as Gigi
Gigi.
Caldwell.
And she like works at the school, I guess. For her and Dean Munch, they want to shut
Yeah,
down sorority. And so they basically trying to get it to where like anyone can join,
yeah,
regardless of what you look like or whatever, you can join in hopes that, they'll get so pissed off enough that they'll just shut down their own sorority. Um,
yeah,
so you have Hester. She has a neck brace on. You find out that's a
because,
lie.
like yeah, right?
Um, yeah, but
She
she,
claimed it was, like, what, the misalignment of, like, her spine or
yes,
something, like,
yep,
she has, like, is it scoliosis or something, she
something
said?
like that. Yeah,
Or she's like, if I like, basically, her body has to be, like she claimed, later
yes,
on we find out, no,
yep,
but she claimed that, like, the neck brace was basically, like, holding her spine
yes,
intact,
yep,
and then later on, there's a whole sequence where she just takes it off, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm in excruciating pain," and it's
yep,
like, "Well, turns out, no, you're not."
yes. And then you have Grace. She's there, fairly normal, I guess. Didn't like her the second time around, but the first time I did watch it, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like she wants to find out more about her mother.
That part of
Uh,
it's fine. That's not what makes
yes,
it, you know what I mean? That's fine, like, by all means, like, she wants to carry on her legacy, like, she's like, "Oh, she was Kappa Kappa Tau, so I should do it, and I'll learn
yes,
more and see what's going," like, you know,
yeah.
but the reason she was just hmm, what did I write in my notes here? Okay. I wrote well, because I was just like, I had so many thoughts when I was rewatching this back. I was like, yeah, I actually have to take, like, physical notes, like, not even notes on my phone, like, I have, like, this new, notebook that I got like 2 weeks ago, and I'm just like, yeah, this is
Yep.
gonna be for pod notes. But I wrote down, Grace is cringe and pick me. That's how like
She,
she's
yeah,
like a pick me girl.
yes,
And then I also wrote down because not there's a lot of characters in the mid like 2000s, and I can't think of I mean think of Kelsey in High School Musical, or Ryan
no,
actually too in High School Musical. Um, a lot of fuck ass hats is what I wrote down.
yes.
So
And
I said Grace is cringe and pick me plus fuck ass
now
ass.
let me now to divert because we always divert. Back in the
Yeah,
day when you were watching those Disney Channel movies, they'd always have different versions of the same movie. So like they would have a sing along where the music's on the screen, but they would
right.
also have like the one where it'd be the whole movie, but then they would like tell you
The
behind the
fun
scenes
facts?
fun facts and behind the scene
Yeah.
things. And so during that one, they would have a cat or a hat counter for
Uh-huh.
Ryan. So as you're watching the movie, they would count how many different hats he wore the entire movie, and it was like way too many. Um, but she gives,
And they
yeah, she has that energy.
they famously did that for Ryan from
Yes,
High School Musical, where they were like he has a certain amount of hats.
and I think the second one they also did Ryan and Kelsey maybe. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, she has Grace has too many hats, and her outfit choices
She-
do kind of remind me of Ryan, where it's just like nobody really
wait,
wears
wait,
that on a
wait,
daily
wait.
basis.
Was Ryan Murphy inspired by Ryan from High School Musical? Now I beg
Maybe,
to,
maybe,
or maybe this was also like leftover styles from like Glee, because I feel like Grace, out of
yeah,
all the characters in this, Grace is the one that you could probably just put in the middle of Glee and she would make the most sense.
yes. She gives off just yeah. You could put
Yeah.
her in Glee and she would blend in.
Oh yeah, I wrote this down because this was the part with her dialogue that I cringed the most. I think it's like the opening scene where she meets the guy Pete,
Yep.
and they're because he works at the coffee shop that's like near or like on campus. So right before she orders, like about like 5 minutes before or something, while she's in the shop, Chanel gets like a pumpkin spice latte, and she's like really specific about what she wants, like heat it to this degree and make sure it's
Hmm.
this foam and like really specific. But then he he goes to ask her if she wants a pumpkin spice latte, and she says something like, "Oh, I'm not," like she's basically alluding to the fact that it's like basic, like white
Uh
girl
huh.
basic. She's like,
Yes.
"I'm not basic like that."
Love
And
a
then he
charm.
asks, and then and then he asks her what to, because he's a barista, so he's like, "What name should I put on the cup?" Do you
Oh,
remember this one?
yeah.
And she's like, "Senorita Awesome."
Uh
Senorita
huh.
Awesome,
Uh huh. No one,
girl.
no one's that cringy. No one's that cringy.
I was actually stunned when I heard. I was like, "Oh, okay." And he like fell for it too. He was like, "Ah," like he was like laughing.
Yes.
I can't.
I
But yeah, so then so Grace is one of the
yes.
pledges of Kappa Kappa Tau. There's like what? There's like five,
Yes.
I want to
Yeah.
say, starting
So
out, because it's
Grace,
Grace.
Hester, Zayday,
Yeah.
and then her name's Jennifer, but she plays the girl with the weird candle obsession.
Oh yeah.
Her name's Jennifer, and then you have
Yeah.
Deaf Taylor Swift, um, as they called her.
Hey, so
Uh,
I have notes on the, well, we can get into it, but there's a lot of there's Taylor Swift references in this,
yes, which
and
is
there's a
very
reason
much
for
the
that.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but there's another reason for it.
Oh,
I didn't know. This was the thing that I told you, like I had like notes about. So I was watching deep dive videos on YouTube, so I am gonna, we'll link it, or I'll like put like a whatever, like this is from a YouTuber named Luke Alexander. He did like a 2, 3 like part like deep dive in Scream Queens. Great videos, by the way. But apparently there was some beef with Ryan Murphy and Taylor Swift. And the reason
oh,
is because she only gave him copyrights to certain songs on Glee, and
yeah,
there's certain ones that he wanted that she wouldn't give him copyrights to. I mean, I guess at the time it makes sense now because she was also fighting her own like record companies
yeah,
with copyright. So I guess she was like, "No, not another franchise was just gonna take all my
yeah.
music." So she was like being selective. Like she gave him some songs, but I think he wanted to do like a whole, like, you know how in Glee they would have like themed episodes.
Oh, yeah,
I think he wanted to do like a themed episode with all her songs, and for whatever reason at the
probably.
time she like
Yeah,
said no. So the deaf Taylor Swift is the one reference, because it's like, oh well, if
like
she's
tone deaf.
if right, exactly. But then later on, when we bring up the Chanel thing,
Oh,
that's actually
yeah,
a reference that I'm gonna send you the picture of the side to side comparison, but that's actually a reference to something that Taylor Swift did. So she would do this thing called Swiftmas, like Christmas,
oh,
but
I
like
do
Taylor
remember that.
Swift.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, so she would do that, and she would, like, pick, like, certain fans that were, like, really, um, like, dedicated, and ones that she got fan mail from, like, often, and she would send them, like, gifts or, like,
yeah.
letters or, like, signed copies of her album, and then she made, like, compilation videos about it. So if you, it's in that YouTube video that I mentioned, but if you look side to side when they call it Chanel-oween, they have the same type of stuff, but it's just like it's giving a mix of that, and then also in Mean Girls with Regina George, where they're like, I saw that Regina was doing this, so I started doing
Yes. Yep.
yeah, oh, there's Mean Girls references all over this, but yeah, they if you look, like, in that video, there's, like, a side-to-side comparison, like, he, like, copies parts of the Taylor Swift video, like, to a
Oh,
T. Like, things that the fans have said that they're like,
yeah.
"Oh my god, you gave me this," and they're, like, running around.
Yes.
They
Yep.
literally mirror it in the Chanel-oween, like, and then it's like a video of like, "I'm dropping this package off at her house, and she has no idea, and she's gonna answer the door, and it's gonna be me," and it's the same exact thing with
Yeah.
Chanel. So he was not subtle at all about how
I'm
he
sure she
hated
was so
her.
thrilled when that came out.
Yeah, right. And I'm just like, "Damn," like, I'm like,
Hmm.
I get that, like, oh, he's pissed because he didn't get, but, like, he
Yeah.
really was mad, mad, like, mad. To
Oh,
the point where he made the character Deaf Taylor Swift
Deaf
too.
Taylor Swift. That's so funny.
But the Chanel-oween thing, I was like, "Oh my god."
I
Like, that was
do.
just the level of pettiness is crazy.
I
Oh my god.
wow. And then you have
Yeah.
Sam.
Mhm.
Um, and then
Who
oh yeah,
so many things in this show didn't age well, and that's definitely, well, I mean, Chanel has her, like, identifiers for the people that pledge, and
yes.
then she was like, she called, Sam predatory les, and I'm like,
Oh
"Girl,
yeah, yeah,
girl,
yes,
please."
yep,
But hey, again, to bring it back to Mean Girls, I mean, look at how Regina had the whole thing about teasing Janice the whole time about
yeah,
being a lesbian, so it's, like,
mm-hmm,
very very telling of its era, you know?
yes, yep.
Oh
And
my
some of
god,
the
how many
things they
more,
said, and some of the jokes, and
please? There was
yep,
way too many things about, I cringed every time they were, like, with Zayday when they made, like, Obama, like, jokes, I was like, "Oh, please.
they made
Oh,
Obama
please."
jokes a lot. Chanel
Yeah,
was, and I do have a few. I found some quotes from Chanel that are just
yeah,
cracking me up, so I have to read some of
yeah,
them. But there was jokes about Obama, and there was a joke after Chanel number two died, and they did the Ouija board to talk to her.
yeah.
And but she made a joke about her being waterboarded or like motorboat. What is like? Uh, what did they say? I think I texted it to you. I gotta find it.
She said a couple different things because she was like, I have to I have to something for the eternity. She's like, I have to, she's like a indebted to someone in
Oh
hell for like eternity or something.
yes. So
And then she makes the thing about, she mentions Hitler, which I'm
yeah.
like, okay,
So no,
okay.
this is what it is. So she said, "What if Chanel number two is busy getting Eiffel Towered by Hitler and Satan?"
Okay. I mean, that's so ridiculous that I think you can laugh
Yes,
at it. It's like
and
not,
back then, yeah, it's funny. I mean, it doesn't age
yeah.
well. And this one,
Oh no.
I
Well,
texted.
hey, at least they're acknowledging that Hitler's in hell. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean? At least they're
true.
not.
Yeah, with Satan. Yep. And
Yeah.
then
I
this
mean,
one, and I also texted you. Chanel made a comment about Zayday thinking it's okay to run for president because of the Obama era.
no.
I was like, oh,
I mean, to be fair, Chanel's evil. So, like,
yeah,
at least they're giving these I mean, there was, like, questionable things sprinkled all throughout this, but
yeah,
at least when things were being said that were, like, really fucking vile, they were coming from, like, quite literally a vile human being who
yes,
literally killed someone. Like, this
yes,
is the same person who they had like, a maid or, like,
yep,
a cook slash maid,
yeah.
and she quite literally, like, put this person's face in a fryer and killed her, so
Yeah, and it was not supposed to be real. Like they were just trying to
yeah, it wasn't
scare the
supposed to be
new
on.
potential people from actually like pledging. And so they said,
But once she
"Oh,
did, you could definitely tell that she didn't stop, she just kinda, like, kept her
yes."
under there, and I was like, "Girl."
And so they said, "We're not going to actually turn the air fryer or like the deep fryer on. I'm just going to
Yeah,
pretend that I'm burning your face off to scare them." But
yeah,
someone turned the fryer on and actually killed her name's Miss Bean.
Miss Bean, yeah.
Killed her. And so what did they do? They like drug her body or carried it or did something to like a deep freezer, left her there, and then the next day she's gone,
Yep.
which is gross because the future episodes you see what actually where she was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, but I do have
That reveal was crazy.
that was and absolutely that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Um,
That was the American Horror Story side coming out for
yes,
sure.
but I have some quotes
Okay.
from
Are
Chanel.
these Chanel okay,
Yes,
specifically Chanel. I
yeah,
was about to say her alone, you could
yeah.
just have like a book.
Um, Congratulations! If you're reading this, it means you've overcome the limitations of your tiny manatee brains and opened an email. Um, you don't get
That's
STDs
great.
from blood oaths. You get STDs from dirty toilet seats and drinking the water in Mexico.
Girl. Okay. What about the quote? I don't remember who she says it to, where she's like, "Oh, I think it's when the part when Hester's like breaking into her closet and like just looking at all her clothes and being like really weird and like obsessive. Like she
Oh
just
yeah,
there's a part where she like breaks in and is just looking like adoring her clothes, and then she's because she's rich as hell. So there's like this intricate like her closet is basically like two floors, and then she has like a winding staircase that like comes down in the middle, and then she says something and she's like, "This closet is very important. It's like a second vagina to me."
yes. And
That's my favorite line, like one of
she
my
always
favorite.
made comments about Chanel number five's vagina having teeth. Um,
Multiple, like just comes
multiple
up multiple.
like um, it-
Such a
and
See,
then
the show, you got to take the good with the bad and just wait, because there's there's obviously things that we don't condone, and the show aged like milks parts of it, but some of it is there's some gems in this
it's
show
and I it
in the
was
writing.
and this was one of those gems that like for some reason it just got me every time she brought it up. But when they were doing the truth or dare, and Chanel number five picked truth, and she
Hmm.
goes, "Does your vagina have teeth?" And so she's very adamant, like, "No, my vagina does not have teeth." Did your vagina have teeth? And she like couldn't. She's like, "Answer it." She's very like adamant, trying to get her to say yes. Her vagina had teeth. I'm like, where? Who thought? Who? Why did Ryan Murphy like think of that? But it is really funny. And then she
Oh my
always
god.
like the entire show, even in the second season, she just harped
Hmm.
on Chanel number five every chance she got. And this quote gets me too. When they go to Melody Dorcas's house, first of all, the last name Dorcas, you know, but
Melanin Dork.
they're apologizing to Melody Dorcas.
Yeah.
And so Chanel number
Oh,
five,
this is the girl with the tan, right?
yes,
That they like burned.
they
And she
burned
like got
her.
a tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they go to apologize. They end up not apologizing. But Chanel number five, she gets her first swipe on Tinder. She thinks it's broken because she's getting no likes and swipes. So she contacts Tinder. And now all of a sudden she finally has someone swiping on her. And so she's like, I gotta go meet this guy. And Chanel goes, any guy swiping right on you is a miracle. So go. Go meet this blind man. And when I'm done apologizing to Melanie, I'm going to call Pope Francis because we now have proof of God's existence in this universe.
Like her insults were so intricate and they would just go on for so
Yes.
long. Like she
Um,
would read these girls to Phil.
this just in. Miss
Oh.
Bean's not dead. She's haunting the campus with her fatness and murdering people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of
There was like,
another telling thing of the time, there's a lot of fat phobia in this,
yeah,
like a lot. Which was in like I've seen clips of it in Glee, and I've seen it's definitely in like American Horror Story too,
oh
so
yeah,
like this is I don't know. But yeah, there's a running theme too in this, and a reference to I mean, people found this like not okay, but it was like the whole thing with like there's multiple like episodes where they're just like eating cotton balls as like their like
yes.
main
That's
source of
their,
like
they soak
food,
cotton balls and like something, and that was like,
like a
oh,
sauce, and then they
yeah,
just eat it, and then I'm like, no, that's not like that's just not, because I mean, there's no like common theme of that being like a specific ED, but it's like it's almost like a reference to it. So I'm just like, I don't know. That was kind of a choice, but
Yes.
again, very telling of the era. So I think
Yes.
that's another thing they probably wouldn't do now if this was made.
Yep.
There's multiple things in this I feel like they would take out if it was
Oh
made
yes.
now.
And one of
Oh
my
man.
things too I loved um when, and I think we also said this in the Ryan Murphy episode, but Ariana
Uh-huh.
Grande, Chanel number two, she's getting killed by the Red Devil, and it cracks me up every time I saw
Oh
it.
god, yeah.
She gets stabbed, right? She's like laying on the ground, and she's like tweeting that she's like dying, but she
Well, for the
died.
whole thing, she's like texting too before the killer even gets in
Yes,
the door. She's like texting with the Red Devil, right? Or like tweeting back and forth or
yes.
DMing. Like they're
Like
not
someone,
speaking to each other,
yeah,
and she's like
they're
literally
texting each
typing.
other, and then I guess he somehow gets inside. She's trying to
Yeah,
like tweet out like help me, like I need help or whatever,
yeah.
and then she gets stabbed, and then she falls over, and you're like, oh my god, she died, and then she gets up real quick, hits like post, and then dies again. So
Uh,
and
so
so
good.
some more Chanel quotes. Um, when she, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like, "Stop trying to blow compliments up my ass."
Oh, I think this was another thing she said. Like, dude, she's condescending to all of her minions, but number five especially gets like the blunt end of like most of her like insults. So I think she says that she's like, "Oh, did I ask you to blow a compliment up my butt?" Number five,
Yes,
and she's just like, "Oh, okay."
yes,
Like three says something to her right before that, and she's like, "Oh, thanks," and then Chanel number five compliments her, and then she
yes.
just like throws it back in her
And
face.
this one, thank you for making that announcement that nobody cared about. It's those little, but it's always Chanel number five. And in
I mean,
the
I
second
want to
season
know
too.
if there was any type of improv involved, or if this was just writing, or I don't know. Maybe that's just Emma Roberts like showing her chops, like just being. Emma Roberts plays insane, like really
Yes.
well.
Yep. And in the second
Speaking of which,
season,
I have a fun fact real
oh
quick
yes,
before we go on. And because this is relevant, involving Emma Roberts. So this came out in 2015. So I assumed they were filming it like, I mean, it came out September 2015, so they probably filmed like early 2015, maybe like late
yeah.
2014. But there was a role in a movie. I'm gonna give you a hint and see if you can guess what it might have been. I mean, it was a comic book movie. Came out and ended up coming out in 2016, but Emma Roberts was offered this role in this comic book movie, and she turned it down to play Chanel in Scream Queens.
Wow.
And do you know what it is? Can you
No.
guess? I'll give you a hint. She wears like pigtails and she holds a bat. She's in like the
Really?
Batman like franchise.
Really? Harley
Yeah,
Quinn?
she was gonna play Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, and she turned
Like
it down.
the one with Jared Leto?
Yes, yes, because that was the first. Because
Oh,
it came out in 2016, but you know, with all CGI and everything, like movies like that
yeah.
of that scale take like a couple years to make. So
Yeah.
she was offered that role and turned it down to play Chanel in this movie. Could you imagine the trajectory
I
if she would have been Harley Quinn? Like
would
that's
she have
crazy.
done a good job though? Like,
I mean, she played crazy well, but I don't know if she could. I don't know. I
I don't
can't
know.
picture anybody else in that role besides Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I kind of get maybe in the first one because like she was. I mean, as this like Suicide Squad movie. I mean, now there's technically three because they made they made well Harley Quinn's like technically in like three or four because they made the first one. It did really bad, and then like 2 3 years later they just remade it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Harley Quinn got her own movie too. I just can't. When
Yes.
found that out, I was like, oh wow, like what?
Yes. There's another quote. Gravity killed Hester. I just gave her a little push.
Oh yeah, should we get into the Red Devil of it all?
Yes, yes. The Red Devil starts killing people on campus.
Yeah, that's the main thing of the whole
Yep. And so
plot.
like,
Like that's
mhm.
you go. You're good.
Oh, so a lot of the other Kappa people keep dying.
Uh
So you
huh.
have Deaf Taylor Swift dies, which
Yeah.
again, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense because you're trying to kill off all the Kappas anyway. But like, he probably
Yeah.
had the best time being like, she's getting killed first, or like she's one of the
Oh,
first
and it
people.
was yeah, and it's so intricate because it's basically like a one of their hazing things. So
Yep,
there's one part. Is it Halloween night when it
I think
happens or
so.
no?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like
So
close.
the pledges are like all. How did they get them?
I
I don't
forget,
remember how they got
but they
them.
basically had them buried outside to
Yeah.
only where their heads are showing.
Yeah. I think it was oh yeah, I read somewhere that's a reference to a scene in the movie Heathers
Oh, I've
because
never
there's a
seen it.
similar scene.
Yeah.
I saw it once like a while ago. It was a movie and now they made it into a musical. The original has like Winona Ryder in it. I mean, it's good. I got to rewatch it, but I don't know the context, but I think there's like a similar thing where she's going through like she's welcome into their like group, like it's like the plastics. They're
Yeah.
called the Heathers, and there's like a hazing ritual where they have her buried up to her neck, and then they're like
Um.
playing like a game of
Yeah.
croquet, and they're like
Oh.
hitting
Mm-hmm.
her as you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
to the ball's like hitting her like as they're playing the game, and then I don't know, but that was a reference to this. But yeah, he when he's like, okay, so we're gonna bury them in the from the neck down, and then there's gonna be a long there's gonna be a thing come and just like decapitate her. I'm like,
Yep.
Jesus, that was so intricate for no reason.
Yes. And then Sam gets murdered.
Yeah.
They're playing Truth or Dare.
Uh-huh.
Um, and Sam spills some information about Chanel number three being um the daughter of Charles Manson,
Yep.
which is like, huh? Like, who thought of that? Like, well, obviously Ryan Murphy did, but like,
Right.
out of all the things, like that's another plot that you just and they kind of like touched
Like,
on
why
it
not? Just
every
add that in.
and it's not something they touched on. Like they would mention it every once in a while, like, well, it's got to be Chanel number three. Like her dad's, Charles Manson, but like they never went into details about it. It was just like, oh yeah, by the way, my dad's Charles Manson. You're like, well,
Yeah.
right,
So just to clarify, I mean, I think these creators are ones that he's collabed with like a couple times,
yeah.
but it says it was created by Ryan Murphy, Brad Fulchuk,
Oh,
and Ian Brennan.
yeah. So they did Radically with Ryan Murphy.
And then a lot of them worked on, I mean, I think he still works with them to this day because they credit them with working on Glee, Pose, a lot of American Horror
Yeah,
Story.
yeah,
Yeah, all the way until the recent, um, oh, they worked on Dahmer, and then
mm-hmm.
the Menendez
Ah,
brothers thing, which I'm good on that, but
yeah. I
it's
did
okay.
not watch that.
I don't want to see the Dahmer thing. I don't want to see that. I just,
Yeah,
yeah. He has pivoted to the true crime kind
yes.
of like
And I do like true crime,
era.
but I'm good.
Well, especially too with the way that this is like re-traumatizing people and
Yes.
they're like not getting permission. Like you heard the whole thing about the one like victim's mom from Dahmer, how she like wasn't like
Aware.
aware that it
Yeah.
was being made. Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, I basically had to like relive, like have this like being shoved down my throat, like just reliving this whole traumatic
Yes.
experience, and I really
Mm-hmm.
get a say." And I wasn't I don't think they were compensated either. So I'm like,
Yeah.
not good. Don't like that.
No.
But damn. But
Mm-hmm.
damn.
Yes, but Sam
I
died.
can't. I
Yeah.
don't even know. Oh yeah, Sam
Yeah.
dies.
So
She's the
Sam
next. There's a
dies.
death every episode. They make a like a point to have a death every episode.
Yes. And Sam dies, and then they're playing Truth or Dare. So Chanel number three dares her to go downstairs and stay in the bathtub that the girl originally died in. And then when they go to check on her later, she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's the pizza delivery guy that had a bomb strapped to him. He dies.
Yep.
and he was just collateral damage.
Yeah.
Um, Jennifer, the one that does the candle making like videos, um,
Yeah.
they showed her just on the table, like all burned and having like candles on top, and she's just dead.
Yeah.
Lots of deaths.
There was a scene, her death scene, she was literally killed while she was doing, like making, like, a
Yes.
candle re
Yep.
that cracked me up, though, I will say, like,
Yes.
how they killed her, like, while she was making the candle review,
Yes.
like, video, because she's like, "And then there's notes of cinnamon," and then she just, like, falls,
Yes.
like, her neck just and then she just gets killed in the middle of making a video, I was like, "Oh, damn."
Yep.
No
Um,
mercy. The Red Devil shows no mercy.
yes. And then so the Red Devil is clearly out to get all the Kappa people. So you're kind of
Mhm.
wondering like, why are they going after the sorority? Like no one else that's not a part of it is dying,
Yeah.
besides the pizza guy. But like other than him, everyone that's dying is a part of it. So like
Yeah.
they're clearly out to get Kappa for some reason. Why any of them, like Zayday and Grace, after the first death of Miss Bean, I would have been gone.
uh
Even if I
Oh, yeah.
somehow stayed after Miss Bean's death, after one of my new classmates gets run over by a lawnmower, no. I
Yeah.
How can you stay? But like again, this is kind of annoying too, watching it back. But like Grace stayed after that because she was still so hardcore. Like, no, I'm finding out about my mom,
Yeah.
and I'm the girl in the bathtub. I know it. And you're like,
Yeah.
people are dying.
People
It's like Kourtney
'cause
Kardashian. People are
I
dying.
can't find my earring. Kim, people are dying.
Kim, people are dying. It's like my
I can't
earring.
I can't find out who the baby in the bathtub is. Grace, people are dying.
Grace, people are dying. Like
I
it's
gotta
not all
make that
about you,
meme,
Grace.
like,
It's
putting
not all
Grace's
about you.
face I need that meme, but, like, Grace's face to be, like, on Kim, like,
Yes. I need to
photoshopped.
okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm doing that after this.
Grace,
Um
people are dying.
and then
But
it's
while we're on the topic of the Red Devil, this was another fun fact that I found out. So, um, they filmed apparently nobody knew what was who the Red Devil actually like, the actors and stuff didn't know who the Red Devil was either
oh,
until it was revealed.
interesting.
That I thought was pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
They filmed, so I have here, they filmed multiple takes on, the Red Devil scenes, and there was no reveals. Um, yeah, until the end, so they just filmed, like, multiple takes of, like, somebody else being revealed as the Red Devil or yeah,
Yes. That's so
which I
cool.
think is
Yeah.
that is wild. The only other time I thought of, like, on Drag Race when they film, like, multiple, like, endings to the crown so they
Yes.
don't know, like, who
That
wins.
I that just
Ah,
bothers me because
yeah,
it's not genuine, I feel like.
I know.
Because like
No, it is because then they film and they don't know, and then at when it's, like, announced on TV, like, that's when they find out that they won. So, like,
but
when we're
they're
watching the finale
pre-filming them,
I know,
so it's
it's
like
not genuine in that
it's
way.
not genuine in that way. Even
Yeah,
though like you saw when Anya won, or
yeah,
like her reaction's genuine. Like that's how she would have felt if she won, and she did. But like if she
yeah.
didn't win, then it's like that just sucks.
It's oh, yeah, it definitely does
Yeah.
suck. It's almost as if you get, like, a, "Oh, here's this prize. Oh, never mind." Like, you just
Yes,
get it,
it's
like,
like Steve
taken back from
Harvey.
you.
Steve Harvey messing up who won the Miss
Oh
America.
my god, yeah.
It's like, oh,
Uh,
just kidding. It's not you, Raven.
oh, man.
But that's
But in this
interesting.
context, it definitely it works because it's, like, when you,
Yes, and I
like, have the mystery of it
and I
all, it's
think they
definitely
did
keeping
that.
people, like, genuine.
I believe that happened in This Is Us as well. I've
Yeah,
I've only seen parts of it, like I maybe the first few seasons, but I think they didn't know that Jack was gonna die until like
yeah.
that, that stretch. Yeah,
Traumatizing. Traumatizing, I
yeah,
will never watch that show again.
yes. I watched like a few seasons.
I used to be really
Yeah,
into it, like, I watched, I think, the first I got a little up to, like, when the mom was, like, getting old,
yes,
Like, they were showing her, like, getting
Mhm.
sick,
Yep.
but after that, I just checked out because it was just too much. I was literally just, like, sobbing every episode. I was like,
Yes.
"I can't do this
Yeah.
anymore." It was too emotionally
Mhm.
taxing of a show, but, like, damn, that episode when Jack died,
Yes.
I was like,
Yep.
all because of a goddamn crock pot. I was like, "Get out of here."
Yes. Yep. But so the Red Devil, you find out there's 3 of them.
Yeah,
Um, so you don't know
and
who and
who
yeah, you don't know who any of them are, so they're all speculating. Um, so Denise Hemphill, she's the security guard. She thinks it's Zayday.
the
Why
whole
she
time.
thinks it's Zayday, there's like there's no substantial evidence. There's nothing against Zayday that would make you be like, "Oh, she could be the killer." So like I
Yeah,
don't know what she just had it out for Zayday the entire 2 seasons.
yeah.
And
The
like
only thing that was sus about, well, I mean, it made sense in the circumstances, I guess, because people were getting murdered, but when she was like, "I sleep with the chainsaw,
oh,
like, under my bed," that was the only
yeah.
thing where I was like, "Well."
But not at the same time it's like you probably would too if, you know, you'd be having mace and any knives you could and everything.
But
But yeah.
honestly, like, wild to pick a chainsaw, though, of all the weapons that you could
Yeah,
have.
because you'd
The
have to
most, like, slowest, like, functioning, like, you have to wait, you
yeah,
have to, like, pull the lever,
and hope that it
and just, like,
works. Like it's like a lawnmower. You have to pull it multiple times before it
no,
does
it's literally
anything.
a portable like,
Yeah.
lawnmower, like,
Yep.
oh, man. But I
Not
guess it's, like, the whole, like, that probably might be, like, a reference to, like, Texas Chainsaw
yeah.
Massacre, is my
Yeah.
guess. Because other than that, I don't really,
Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of, like, slasher movies, the common thing is just, like, knives, like, and scream
Yes.
and everything, but that's why.
And yeah, so she thinks it's Zayday the entire 2 seasons for
Uh-huh.
everything. And then Chanel thinks it could be Chanel number 5 because like she has vagina or like teeth in her vagina, so like she's weird. But it could be Chanel number 3 because her dad, um, Charles Manson. It could be Grace because Grace's mother is a whore, and that's
What?
basically yeah. She like remember when Chanel like goes and finds
No, I know, and she says that to her, I know.
she
She finds, like,
basically
all that
like
information.
which is like the shittiest thing to do
Oh,
to
yeah.
somebody that really was is just trying to find out like who her mother is, and the first thing you find out is that like she was an asshole that treated people poorly, and she was a hoe and slept around.
Yeah,
Um, um, and so she was yelling at her like, "You killed like you're taking on this revenge. Like the doesn't fall far from the tree,
yeah.
so it must be you." So they're all accusing each other, and then at some point, Grace's dad starts working there. Does he have experience? Like they never stated that he actually had working
And,
experience.
like, the whole, well, most of the parts of his class is just like, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna watch this movie." Like, what?
And it's
I
always
don't
like
think
a
they show him,
real
like, teaching.
no, but he starts coming around because he wants to protect his daughter. And you're like, all right. But then he starts working there to be as close as he can. So then they start accusing, but then he randomly accuses his own daughter.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Now in
Super weird.
the second season, and we'll get to that one, but in the second season, he makes a big stinker about Chanel's like 3 Chanel's. They did this to my daughter. Like she's in a mental institution after what happened to her. You don't think you accusing your daughter of murder also had any part in that? Just thought.
I know, it's insane.
But then she's accusing her dad. And I get it's like the comedy side of thing, like everyone's accusing each other, but no one has any real evidence. And then they all accuse Dean Munch at one point, and then um, but like no one ever has any evidence, and the police aren't doing their jobs properly. The one police officer that's in charge. of
Yeah.
investigating all the deaths is like horrible at his job. So like they never get any proper evidence to convict anybody. And then at some point you learn about the what's her name? The lady in the what is it? Gigi's character ends up being like the lady that's like crying all the time. They're like a
Yeah, because
certain
wasn't she was originally from Kappa Kappa Tau,
yeah,
wasn't she?
yeah. She's one of the girls, I think.
Who
Um,
is, yeah, because she
it's
she
like
her name's not actually Gigi. Her name is
no,
like Jess
yes.
something.
But remember, it's like the lady that's like, which I was surprised about. But when I forget what they call her. Oh yeah, her Gigi Caldwell, Jess Meyer. But remember where it's the lady that's like in the rocking chair crying and she has the kids with her, and they call her like the wailing lady or something. Um,
Yeah.
I forget what they call her, but they basically do like a flashback sort of scene. So like where the you find out that there was two babies, not just the one like they thought. So there's a
Right.
second. So there's twins. And then you see Gigi like in a rocking chair, like crying her eyes out and like
Hmm.
whining and crying, and I was like, this is really weird. Like it didn't. I feel like it didn't really fit that much.
Yeah.
Like, I get the whole point of like. I guess I get the point. And so Gigi's character ends up in like a mental institution because I guess she has no place to stay or
Uh-huh.
whatever. So she ends up in the mental hospital with the two children. And who are the children?
It is Hester and Boone,
Hmm. And
who
then
later we find out is not that's not his real name, right?
no,
What is his actual name?
um,
Do Hester and him, I mean, I assume because they're twins, right?
yeah,
Boone Boone Connon's real name. What's his real name?
because they
Trying
have
to
to
see
come up
his.
with, um, or maybe it is because maybe I mean they made up their own name, so I guess it is
Oh yeah.
possible. Um, but they they grow up in the mental institution, and Gigi wants to get revenge on Kappa House, so she raises Hester and Boone to be serial killers alongside her. So it's the three of them.
Yeah.
And then you later find out that they recruit Pete. Like they basically threaten Pete. Um, so he had to kill people too. Um,
Yeah. Which is wild. Watching this back again, I was like,
and
like all
and
the parts when you slowly like figure
yeah,
it out, because I didn't remember, like I vaguely kind of remembered who it was, but then
yeah,
watching it back, I was like, oh right, because all the times of him just like being on the phone, and
yeah,
then you realize it's not just him. Well, the first thing, well, you think that he's dead at one point because
yes,
they do try to kill him off, and then the first indication that there's two, like more than one red devil, is when he's in the morgue and the slit that's in his neck is just like
fake,
you find
yeah,
out it's just like makeup, and then
yep,
he goes like, oh, what took you so long, and then there's another red devil there, so it's
yep,
like that was crazy from the
yes.
beginning. I was like, oh man,
And then
this show
so
is nuts.
yep, and then they show a scene um, at Thanksgiving where they're trying to get rid of Gigi. Like that was their plan, Boone and
Yeah.
Hester.
Yeah.
But when he goes to kill Gigi, Hester kills her own brother.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yep.
And then Gigi starts dating Grace's dad. Was that, I don't know if they ever mentioned it, but was that because she was trying to get everyone off her back? Like she would seem less suspicious if she was dating someone like Grace's dad.
I guess so.
I mean, they never mentioned it, but it would make a good alibi. Like, oh, it can't be me. Like, him and I were doing, we were out, or we were on a date, or we were at home. Like,
Yeah, she needed like an alibi to say like, oh, I was with him or I did this or
yeah,
because a lot of times it's like one will be. I mean, it's kind of like Scream, how it'll be like, oh, one will have an alibi. Like there'll be like two Ghostface because one has to be here to
yeah,
ensure that another has an alibi, and then they'll switch, and
yes.
it's
So she basically got Boone and Hester to do most of the killings, and
yeah,
she only did like a few of them. Um,
yeah.
so you find out that Hester was the one that turned on the deep fryer that killed Miss Bean. Um, and then you find out that Pete killed Roger, I think, or Roger, um,
One
with
of the twins that
one of the
died. I
twins.
don't know.
Yeah. He's like, but that's the only one I killed, I promise. You
By
still
the way,
killed
can we just
somebody.
talk about for a second how ridiculous the like frat house is with them?
Oh, the Dickie
They're
Dollars.
so Dickie Challenge got like what? And then how they have one guy that's like in the frat that his name is Earl Grey and he's British and he's named
Yes.
after Earl Grey
Yep.
tea.
Yep.
Like I was like, wow.
Yes. Yep.
Oh man. And then oh, speaking of more fuck ass hats, Chad Radwell has a bunch of like fuck
Yes.
ass hats in this
Yep.
show too.
And then
They always look like they're playing golf. They're always getting ready to like
yes.
play golf.
Yep. And none of them probably actually know how to play. Um, if I had to take a guess. Um, but then, so there's like there's too much that goes on during this show. But Hester keeps trying to steal Chad from Chanel. Multiple things happen with that. First, she's trying to be seductive, and like, I'll reach out to you. And so
Yeah.
she reaches out and says, we're meeting at this location. It's a cemetery, which I
Yeah.
feel like this ages like milk. But
Yeah.
before Hester gets there, he's going through each of the gravestones, looking at all their names, and when he finds a name he likes, he jerks off. Yeah.
I want to know if this later inspired. So there's a scene in Saltburn that's kind of very similar to this. I wonder if that's.
Oh, maybe.
Oh God, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. This is just. Yeah,
Some
they
weird.
really made a case for a while though. I was like, yeah, Chad definitely could have been like one of the
Oh, yeah.
Red Devils because this character was very psychotic, like from the beginning.
Yeah, there was the
And he like
whole.
didn't hide it
Yeah.
at all. And I love how he keeps saying, you know what was cracking me up though, like watching it now, when he kept bringing up about being a psych major. That was
Yes.
cracking me up. So
And
he's like, well, I'm a
also,
psych major and you just don't understand these things.
and
I'm
I
like, Jesus
love
Christ.
when they do the Ouija board, the Chanel's,
Yeah.
and Chanel number two, you know, um, basically says that, oh, Chad is cheating on you with people,
Yeah.
and so she runs over to the Dickie Dollars to find Chad. She
Yeah.
busts open the door, and he's like half naked with a goat, and like, when you first watch that, you're like, is this going to be a bestiality like thing? And
Which
maybe
again,
that,
I wouldn't put it
or
past
maybe
Ryan
that's
Murphy to
what
do
like,
something.
and maybe that's what they were going for without actually
Yeah.
going for it. But then
Yeah.
she's like, you're cheating on me with a goat, and then he basically says, no, I'm milking the goat because I'm lactose intolerant,
Gonna need goat's milk and
and then
then
he
I have to
goat's
make
milk.
sure that she's relaxed and
I can't, and it's
and then
just,
they're like fight, like not fight. They're in the middle of the discussion. Then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like
I'm so
she after
sorry.
that, she's like, "I'm so sorry that I assumed." And then he's like, "All right, can we do this later because she's really relaxed right now, and I have to."
And I love, like, she goes back to the Chanel's and she's like, he's lactose intolerant. He's not cheating on me with a goat. And you're like, I don't think anyone asked. But great.
But I mean, hey, it wasn't something off colored, like out of whack to say about him because it's
He
a
would.
running joke that like he's literally constantly like cheating on her in the
Oh
show.
yeah.
Like I mean, one of the first scenes of Chad is that he's literally in bed with the dean,
Yes.
aka Jamie Lee
And
Curtis.
I love when he was thinking like, "Oh, this is the best sex of my life. You're so good." And
Yeah,
she's like, "I've had better."
he humbled him real fast.
And it's like, "You could have been better." And you're like, "Well, damn." Um,
Man, Jamie Lee, how that I still can't believe that they got Jamie Lee Curtis for this show. It's
yes.
kind of crazy to think
Yep.
about.
She did so well.
Oh, she was great.
Yes. So you find out, and this is one of those things, and like, it's the plot of the show. I get it, but like, how can you be that dumb? But again, plot of the show. But
Yeah,
towards towards the end, Zayde and Grace figure out that it's Hester. Um,
yeah,
they sneak into the dean's house. They do that by getting her dad to have sex with the dean while they go rummage through her computer. So they're in the house that he's having sex with the dean at. So they
yeah,
can hear her and Grace's dad having sex. So great. But they go into the laptop and find Hester's um, transcript and all of that, and they see all the classes that she's taking, like sewing and all the things that you would need to know how to do if you were like killing people. And then they look
hmm
at her high school or like her birth certificate, which is clearly forged.
yeah.
And they're like, well, it's definitely Hester. And they go and they get all the Chanel's and they're like calling her out on it. And she's like, nope, it's not me. No, it's not. I just really care about my education. And so I forged my own birth certificate so I can come here and have a better education. You're like, yeah, okay. But everyone's believing her.
She said, "It's not me. I'm
And she's
Mrs.
like,
Like,
but like these aren't even your real parents. And then like 2 seconds later, she's like, yeah, I'm adopted. And her parents, adoptive fake parents, show up. And
I know
still
those."
nobody's believing them. And I'm like, but I get that's the whole point of it being like stupid. Um, and then she accuses them, all the Chanel's, of being the Red Devils. And then they get sent to trial. And then they don't end up in jail, but they end up in the mental institution. And that's basically how the first season ends.
And
With
it was
fun.
good.
And it was so funny. It's so good. But I love even at the end when they're in the mental institution, um, they're going on, and Chanel loves it because everyone there is like not well and not with it. So like she could be the top dog and it wouldn't matter to anybody else because they can't do anything about it. Um, so she loves being in charge and loves being who she is. And then they're going on about Chanel number three, um, having like a lesbian relationship with the nurse,
Uh-huh.
which they show. And then they're like, oh yeah. And then they put Chanel number five on all these meds. And now she's actually like tolerable. And we're best friends. And I was like, damn. They do the whole season, even in the second season, they do her so dirty in every season. And it's so
Yeah,
funny.
she's
Yep.
literally the butt of the joke
Yes.
from the entire
Yes.
show.
And then in the second
Oh
season,
man.
and I know you can't do the same thing again. So, like, why would you have it at the university? What
Yeah,
can you do to make it better? It like the storyline itself. Like, I got the whole green meanie thing. Like that made sense. But like, how did Dean Munch qualify for anything? I don't know.
I
You have Dean Munch owning a hospital. Like
yeah,
the hospital was shutting down. She bought it. She owns it, and she's turning it into like the Cure Institute, where they're going to
yeah.
cure the incurable.
She's gonna fix the healthcare system.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
luck, girl.
good luck. It's fucked.
As Chapel Roan would say, good luck, babe.
Yes, good luck, babe. And they have a flashback of Halloween night where the one doctor's dressed in like the Green Mania outfit, and they willingly like kill somebody, like the nurse and or I guess the doctor and his wife or nurse or whatever. They actively kill this lady's husband and throw
Yeah.
him in. Somehow there's a swamp outside of the hospital. They never bring up how. But there's a swamp outside the hospital where they throw the guy that they killed in there to decompose. And then they go back to the Halloween party. Um, and so that's how that revenge starts. Somebody's at the hospital working there that is
Hmm.
getting revenge on the person that killed, or just in general, getting revenge on the entire hospital.
Yeah.
Dean Munch somehow is a doctor now, but not like a medical doctor. Like she has some degree that has a title of doctor. So
She's
she,
like more of like the she's like how like a hospital have like a hospital like administrator
yes,
almost, I guess.
yeah. But somehow she was able to get a thing that says like she's a doctor. So Dr. Munch. Um, and then you have,
God.
um,
It was Dean. You've heard of Dean Munch. Now get
yes.
ready for Dr. Munch.
And then
I
in
can't.
this cast, you still have a pretty good lineup.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Kiki Palmer comes back.
Yeah, because
Uh,
she's a medical student now.
yeah, she's a medical student, and um, Dean Munch recruits her for the hospital. And then all three Chanel's come back. Hester's in it. Um, Chad comes back for a few episodes. Gigi, not Gigi. Grace, not in it.
Yeah.
But her
Which, hey,
dad
maybe for
is.
the better. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe for the better. She would have been intolerable as a hospital staff member. Oh, God, I couldn't imagine like how she would have treated. I mean, I feel like she would have been nice to patients, but
Yeah.
like she would have been like unbearably nice. Like you had the Chanels that were rude to people, which they always are,
Yeah.
but she would have been that person that's like too nice to the point where it's like annoying.
Yeah.
Um,
I got you.
I that's how I feel. So kind of glad that
Yeah.
her character was not in it.
Yeah.
But her dad was in it, and then Christy Alley was in it, which I thought was
That's random.
it was really random and like,
Yeah.
did she not have anything to do that
I
day? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
She's a great
I don't know.
actress, but like it just seemed like she would not pick a role like that, but she did. So she was in it as Nurse Hoffel. Taylor Lautner's in it
Yeah, I know.
as
That's so funny.
Cassidy, Dr. Cassidy Cascade. So the name
Real
choices,
name Boone Clemens, Cassidy Cascade.
yes. Um,
And then of course we have Uncle Jesse himself, Dr.
yes,
Brock Holt. I'm
Dr.
dead.
Brock
These names
Holt.
are crazy. These names
And
are
then
crazy. What's your
Ne-
name? Brock Holt.
yes, Niecy Nash came
Brock
back.
Holt,
Yep,
MD.
yep. Niecy Nash came back.
Because she has to continue her beef with Zayday.
Yes,
Unfounded
and
beef with
then
Zayday.
and Jerry O'Donnell was the doctor in the beginning, Doctor Mike. Um, so he was in it.
Jerry O'Connell?
Jerry
Or
O'Connell. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Um, it was just like they got some pretty good people.
Yeah.
Um, it's just really random. Like the beef that Denise Hempfield had with Zayde carried on.
Yeah.
Why it carried on, I don't know, but it cracks me up. And then every, even in the first season, she started out as like a security guard, and then
Uh-huh.
somehow, because they're all idiots at over in the police department, she's now like the head of the police department. Has no skill sets to be like the top dog, but since everyone, got fired, they're desperate, and so she got like the head position. And then when
Yeah.
she's in the second season, she's like the FBI, basically. Like she's like the biggest, and you're like, how do you? You started out as a security guard, You have no
She made her
training.
way through the ranks.
She made her way through the ranks without actually doing anything.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have Dr. Brock Holt. Um, his storyline, he has a different hand. One of his hands is
Yeah.
not his own. It's a hand transplant. The hand that
I
he
remember
has,
this
yep.
transplant. Oh my god.
His hand. So he's a big fan of what is it? Pickleball? Or not pickleball? Was it pickleball? I think so.
Was it tennis?
No, wasn't tennis. It was one of the inside ones. So I
I
think
think that might be pickleball. Because
I'm
I think
gonna
pickleball is indoors.
I'm gonna go with pickleball because
Okay.
it's like the one where you're hitting it against the wall, back
Hold
and
on.
forth.
I
I feel like
is it backgammon? No?
no,
Hold on. Am I
yeah,
about to Google sport where you hit ball against wall?
yes. I think pickleball you can do outside. Um,
You
maybe
can. There's like indoor and outdoor
yes.
like courts.
Is it pickleball?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out. But yeah, this cast is super random. Like they just have like they'll have like random people just pop in for like an episode. Like it has it listed here that like Brooke
Yeah,
Shields is just like in one episode
yeah. She
randomly
yep.
in the second
Um,
season.
so yeah, racquetball, squash. I think it was squash.
Squash. There you go.
That's what
Okay.
it is. So he likes playing squash. That's his thing. There's another guy that is like the best squash player in that area.
Yeah.
But he gets angry very quickly. So when he loses, all of his opponents somehow die.
Oop,
Um, which is like, and he becomes
somehow.
somehow, and so he ends up murdering all of his opponents that he loses to. So he lost to Dr. Brock, and I think tried to kill him, but it didn't work. So like he needed a hand transplant because his hand almost came off. So they did the hand transplant with the guy that tried to murder him.
Oh.
Because I guess he's an organ donor, and that was part of the things that you know you could do. So his new hand is the hand of a murderer, and but his and I highly doubt this is like a thing in real life, but
Yeah.
because he has somebody else's hand, his hand has a mind of its own and will do
Yeah,
things.
I don't think
I
how
don't
that's
think that's how that works, but like
no.
they make it seem as though like if I were to get like my leg amputated and then I have your leg, like whatever issues you had are now my
Yeah.
issues. So like
Yeah.
because his hand is the hand of the guy that keeps murdering, his hand wants to keep murdering. Just his left hand or his right hand. Um, so they're at the hospital. Chanel, all the Chanels work there for free. Um, Chanel, she's an adult, so it's fine. But at the same time, like he's much older than she is. But she starts going after Dr. Brock. So like that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, he
and
was Uncle Jesse after
he
all.
was Uncle Jesse, and he has good hair.
Yeah.
So she's not wrong, and she is an adult. But it was weird. But
Yeah.
like the entire like first few episodes, when they would be going out to the movies, and he would be like trying to put his hand on her shoulder, and then his hand was trying to like choke Chanel like multiple times.
Yeah.
It happened at the movie theater. It happened at home when they were like doing things. It's like I, that was just a weird storyline. Then at some point, Taylor Lautner's character Cassidy was like, "Oh, we can do another hand transplant." So like somehow they got somebody to donate, some guy that's still alive and well, that was willing to
Hmm.
like donate his hand.
I was like, sure,
Like
okay.
like it's the whole storyline is just weird.
All these generous people just
Yes.
donating their hands.
And so like there were parts that were funny.
Yeah,
The one thing that I did think was funny towards the end of the season, they are trying to pass whatever the test is called to become doctors. And so they're cheating and getting answers from Dr. Brock and Cassidy. And so the guy's reading off the scores and he goes, "Oh, Chanel, like you got 507, like you passed. Chanel number 3, you got like 510 or something, you passed." And then they go to Chanel number 5 and they're like, "You got a near perfect score. Like you got like a 525. Like that's almost perfect." And so the guy leaves and um Christy Alley's character is like, "There's no way any of you were able to pass that
yeah.
on your own." And so Chanel was like, "Of course not. Like we all cheated." And then Chanel number 5 is like, "I didn't cheat." And because it's Chanel number 5, they're like, "It's not about you, Chanel." And she's like, "But I
Yeah.
didn't cheat. You guys both cheated." She's like, "Stop making everything about you. We don't
Yeah.
care." Like just the harping on her for like, she's like, "No, but I'm dead serious. Like I got a near perfect score. I didn't cheat. Like I did this on my own." And they just keep telling her to shut up, and it's so funny.
They're just like,
Yes,
it's
but
just a
the
running gag.
yeah. So like the whole season is playing off the first one. Someone's trying to get revenge on the hospital,
Yeah.
so all these killings start to happen. A lot of the patients are dying that are like the patients that practically are cured are the ones that are dying from the green meanies. And then Chanel's are trying to hire and get more Chanel's to be bait so
Yeah.
that they don't die from.
Right.
So they get all of these different patients that are like incurable and can't be fixed to be the Chanel's with them. So there's like the one Chanel that's like a gay man. There's like
Uh-huh.
that writes the fan fiction about them.
Oh god. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. Um,
No, I do. I do.
but they got him because he's like a super fan, and then they
Yeah.
got like two or three other patients that were in the hospital that said yes to being Chanel's as bait. So they obviously all of them were dying. Everyone's dying. They're trying to figure it out, and then you realize there's two green meanies, and then later on there's a third green meanie. Halfway through the
Oh yeah,
season,
that's right.
yeah, halfway through the season, Grace's dad shows back up.
I know it was random as
It
hell.
was
I was like,
random.
okay.
He he needs some surgery, basically like I guess an exploratory surgery because there's something in his stomach that's like stuck and they need to get it out. And so they do the surgery and they find out it's like this massive like football sized hairball, basically. Like a clump of hair in his
Yeah.
stomach. So he's like, "Great, I'm all better now." He sticks around. He continues to have sex with the dean. Um, and it like I guess it kind of makes sense because they do explain it, but like he did not need to be there.
No.
Like the other characters that you find out are green meanies make sense given the storyline, but like there was just no need. He didn't need to be there at all. Like I think they just wanted to add a third green meanie because there's three Red Devils.
Yeah. I mean, it
Chad,
lists
yeah,
on the wiki. It says becomes a copycat green. It says Wes Gardner becomes a copycat green meanie in an attempt to get revenge on the Chanels for his daughter Grace's
yeah.
experience. That's what they say is his
That's what,
reasoning.
and he did mention it. So like,
Yeah.
there's someone getting revenge on the entire hospital. He wants revenge because his daughter Grace is now in a mental institution because of everything that happened
Yeah.
in college. He's blaming it on the Schnells. They didn't do
Yeah.
anything. Technically, they didn't do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't make her experience better. and
Right, they
they
weren't
weren't
improving
nice
it,
to
but
her, but like they weren't killing people.
right, they
They didn't. They might have been like jerks, but like they didn't go out of their way to at least
I
they
mean,
didn't.
if you say any of them, maybe just, Chanel number 1 because I guess she was, like, emotionally, like, a terror, I
Yes,
guess.
and she was like that to
Or, like, well,
everybody.
even just the
Yeah,
I mean, even just the conversation that she had with her about her mom
yeah,
would be enough, I guess, but damn.
yeah. So that's his whole plot line.
Yeah.
So then you're like, well, who are the other green meanies? So then Dean Munch and Denise Hempfield go to this like maximum security like mental institution where Hester's locked up.
Yeah.
And she has the face mask like she's Hannibal Lecter. Um, they're trying to make her like worse. I mean, she's nuts, but like they trying to make her seem like way worse than she was. She knows who the
This is
green.
good.
She knows who this green mini is. She's not going to tell them, obviously.
Yeah.
What she wants is a room and board at the hospital, um, with a view, and then she wants all these expensive makeup products. And then so they have to go out of
She's gonna become a Mua, like, a makeup artist.
yes.
No, I'm
Um,
kidding.
and then they have to go to this expensive place or like go to this guy's house that like makes the expense like this nurse that used to work at the hospital also makes the skincare that Hester wants. And so like they have to go and figure things out and then they still say no to Hester being at the hospital. But Denise is like, it's fine. Without consulting anybody, Denise goes, uh, brings her to the hospital, puts her in their basement, locks her up. You didn't ask. You didn't ask
Yeah.
anybody. You don't own the hospital. You're not even qualified to do your job as the FBI person. But like, go off, I guess. Um, and then they're making a whole plan of like, at that time in like the 80s or whatever, during Halloween, when they had the party going on at the hospital, that's when people were dying. So they were going to do it again. And they were going to have this whole plan of like when things happen on Halloween, we'll be able to catch the killer because everyone's here. Again, did not ask, but Denise let her go on Halloween. They're like, here, you
Yeah.
can dress up as Jason. And she was like, why would I dress up as Jason? Like, everyone's going to expect Jason. But
Yeah.
Denise goes, oh, only for 24 hours. Well, she never got caught. So she stayed out. Um, um, After the 24 hours, she ended up like finding her way back into the Chanel's house and she was living with them. And then she's now officially another Chanel. Even though like
True.
she tried to murder you all. Um, but they kept her.
You would think you wouldn't wanna be associated with somebody that would wanna murder you, but pop off, I
Yeah.
guess.
And even after she got what she wanted, she got out, she has like room and board. She never once mentioned who it was. So then turns out she also started becoming part of that crew. Then you find out that um, Cassidy Cascade, Dr. Cassidy, he's one of the Green Meanies. His mom is the lady whose husband died in the flashback. And
Yeah.
she wants revenge on the hospital that killed her husband. And she can't step foot in that hospital. So she gets her son to do this.
Mhm.
So he starts killing, but he doesn't want to kill Chanel number 3 because they're in love. Um, so he will kill anyone else but her.
Yeah.
Then you find out Nurse Hoffel, Christy Alley's character, why she wants to get the hospital shut down is because her sister is Miss Bean.
Yeah. Which what a reveal that
That
was.
was a reveal. But
Yeah.
also, like, did it fit? Like, it did, but it didn't. Like, there was no
I mean,
like it. There was no indication anywhere. Maybe that's the whole point of the reveal, but like, there was nothing that stuck out that was like she could be related, like, to somebody.
right, like
Like,
she wasn't hinting towards it or anything or
it's like the whole thing in the first season where Grace thought she was the baby in the bathtub, and there was like sort of finding evidence that it could be that, but then they
yeah.
found evidence that there was twins, and then you're like, well, it has to be two people that go to the school. So like now you're
Yeah.
speculating like who it is, but then you realize Boone's not dead, and he's walking around in a disguise. So you're like, well, you know it's him, so he has a twin. So who's there was no indication anywhere that's like she's related to somebody or like she would have any connection to anybody. And she's like, yeah, oh, my name is, Hoffel's my married name, but
Yeah.
my maiden name is Bean.
It
And I
was
love
definitely a reach. It
it
was
was a
definitely a
reach, but
reach for
it
sure.
did crack me up when she was like, my last name, like my maiden name is Bean, and she's telling the Chanel's this, right? And Chanel's like, okay, and she's like, no, Bean, and she's like, I don't know who that is, and she's like, you killed my sister, Miss
You
Bean,
killed
and they're like,
my sister.
oh, and then after she says like, my sister's Miss Bean, then she's like, oh, I get it now.
I
But
get
even
it
so,
now.
like, she's not the one that killed Miss Bean. Hester did. Go after Hester.
Yeah,
But
true.
they were all working together. So it's like Hester, still just as crazy, makes sense. You know, Cassidy makes sense in a way. Like, you're not going to do the killings yourself because you can't step foot in the hospital, so I'm just going to get my son to do it. Makes sense. Grace's dad makes no sense. He's not there. He
I
should
know.
not be there. And Nurse Hoffel sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
What I never got was like he was so, and they do like do flashbacks and reference it. He moved to like some other state, started teaching college there with Dean Munch. Like they moved together. And he couldn't get over the fact that his daughter's now in a mental institution based off what the Chanels did. So he was trying to get back at that, but also like Dean Munch broke his heart and like he couldn't take it. So he started eating all this, like he started eating all of his hair because
Yeah.
he knew that she worked at the hospital. So that was his way of getting back with Dean Munch by if I eat like all of his hair, I have to get surgery. I'm going to go to this hospital that she works at to get the surgery and we'll rekindle our relationship. So that's how he technically ends up at the hospital. They're all the green meanies are like having an argument. I want to kill Chanel because of what she did to all the Chanels, because of what they did to my daughter. And then Nurse Hoffel saying, you can't do that. I'm killing them because they killed my sister. And then Cassidy's like, well, you can kill all of them but Chanel number 3 because I love her. And they're like, that's not happening. So they're like, they go back and forth and they're all this fighting. And then at one point, Nurse Hoffel and Cassidy just say, you know, we can't work with you. To like
Yeah.
Grace's dad because like you tried to poison them and you couldn't even do that,
Yeah.
and you ended up killing Brooke Shields' like character.
Yeah.
You can't even do that correctly. So they had to play it.
They're kind of reminding me about how like in the traders like how they just start turning on each
Yes.
other. Like that's what I was getting from
Yes.
when they were like doing the meeting.
Yep.
Like, they were like, we had a plan, you didn't stick to it.
You didn't stick to it. You couldn't even like murder people properly.
Yeah.
And then they just pan to like this boiling like tub. Like I don't know what exactly it was, but some like boiler heater thing. But it was like a
Yeah.
bathtub and they like pan to that, and then that's how you know that's like, oh, they're gonna kill him by like burning him alive, basically. Before they can do that, he just decides, you know what, you're not killing me. I'm just gonna kill myself. So like he falls in his green minisuit. He like falls in and just dies. I, it bothers me because you're so like, and he's been that way since the first season. Like he's the only figure in Grace's life. Her
Yeah.
mom died when she was a kid. You spent so long trying to get Grace out of the school, out of that environment. You want to, like, you were that dad that, like, really cared. Why leave your daughter now that she's in a mental institution? You died. Like, you left, you let yourself do that. Now she literally has nobody because you, like, killed yourself.
It's insane.
And,
It's
and
kind of
then
insane.
I always felt weird in the second season, too. Zayde never mentions Grace ever,
Yeah.
except maybe towards like when I guess Wes starts like coming in to the scene. She might mention it, I think. But, like you could tell they were like best friends and they did everything together in college, and now all of a sudden like you don't mention her. Obviously, the actress is not in it, but like you don't mention her at all. It's just
So
weird.
weird.
It's so weird. And then the whole time, and this is the weirdest part that like does not does not make sense. So Chad Radwell comes back. Now in the
Yeah.
first season, they're on and off, you know. Um, and at one point, Hester's trying to steal Chad. She pretends to be pregnant with his child because that's what you would do back then. Like, well, say back then, but I guess it's 2016. But Chad, in his mind, and maybe that's how his family is too. Like, I knocked her up, so this is who I'm going to be married to and be with. So he like dumps Chanel and says like, "You're not coming to Thanksgiving." Then he finds out that she's lying about the pregnancy. So he takes Chanel to Thanksgiving. But then he also feels bad for Hester. So he brings her too. So they're both there. And they're playing Pictionary, I think. Pictionary or like charades. And they're basically describing both Chanel's in like a derogatory way. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yes. It was awful. I hated that scene.
Yeah.
Um, but good on Chanel for sticking up for both of them. And she was like, I'm not taking this. You're awful people. Like, every single one of you are just god awful. And she just went off on all of them and was like, I'm leaving. Like, for
Yeah.
once in my life, I'm doing myself a favor. Like, we're done. And then Hester goes, I'm done too. So, like, they're done. It's over with. Season 2 comes around. She's with the doctor. Chad just comes back and wants Chanel back.
Mm. Just randomly.
Just randomly. And then, so they have like sort of a fling, but she's still dating the doctor. So the doctor and Chad are like beefing with each other. And then Chad dies um, right before their wedding. And he falls from the ceiling. So he dies. And the guy comes in reading the will. So normally it would go to the family members first. Magically, their whole entire family dies in like a plane accident.
Wild.
It's wild. So Chanel is like crying, right? Because her husband or fiance died. And obviously she knows she's not getting the money because it doesn't go to her first. They're not married. Um, but then the guy reading like the will and saying, "Oh, you know, it was like a tragic accident. His whole entire family like died." And then you can see her like be like, "Oh," like pretending to like care. That cracked me up. So then he's reading the rest of the will, right? She thinks it's going to her. It goes to Dean Munch in the hospital. That, again, does not make sense.
I know. This
I
whole
mean,
season just kept unraveling, like, just getting, like, more
like,
chaotic and worse, like, as it was going on.
and I think maybe it has to do with the fact that in Chad's mind, Dean Munch was the best sex he ever had.
Yeah,
But
I remember.
he also said that about Denise Hempfield. So Denise also thought she was going to get the money.
Turns out Chad was just a hoe.
Yeah, Chad's a hoe. Yep.
Yeah,
Um.
we knew.
So
We knew this.
Denise thought she was going to get the money, right? She doesn't get it. Chanel doesn't get the money, and when she finds out it doesn't go to her, she like gets up, and it reminds me of the scene in Elf after he calls the guy that works at the his dad's job, like an angry elf, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
runs across the table and like beats him up. That's
Yeah,
what that reminds me of. Chanel in slow motion, you can see Chanel in like heels.
he's an
Ru-
angry hoe.
yes, you can see Chanel running in heels across the table, jumps at the guy, he's like beating him up. And this is just the guy that's reading the will, but beating him up. And Denise is like, "Oh, do you want me to call the police? Because I'll arrest her right now." Like, that's violence. Like and he goes, "No, no, no. Everyone grieves in a different way." I'm like, "What?" Like, I understand people
Uh,
grieve in different ways, but like, huh? Like, if that were me and I just got beat up for doing my job, like, yeah, arrest her. Um,
I know.
but
Like,
yeah,
what the hell?
so Chad dies. The money goes to the hospital. Well, it goes to D-Munch. The entire season after they bring back Hester and she's like living in the hospital, she's also trying to go after Dr. Brock. So like they have a fling, and they also have a fling, and then
Who
it's
doesn't have a fling in a Ryan Murphy
yeah.
show is the question.
Dean Munch reveals that she has a sickness. So what she did, and who knows? It's called the Kuru. I don't know if that's a real thing, but she has Kuru, is what she said. She was in some foreign country, um, where she ate brains.
Uh,
She thought they were human brains, which would have caused Kuru. Um, and it wasn't a party that she was at; it was a funeral.
What it calls what? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, the thing is called Kuru, I think is what she called it.
Kuru?
Kuru,
No.
Kuru. Um, that's what condition she thinks she has. Snow number five being smart, and figuring it out.
Yeah.
Um, Figures out like we can test it by doing like brain surgery. We take a piece of your brain, and then we'll be able to figure out from there. This is what condition you have. And she basically is being told that she has a month to live. So Hester convinces Dr. Holt to marry Dean Munch because she's going to die in a month anyway. So when she dies in a month, the money goes to Dr. Holt, and Dr. Holt and Hester can go to this island, Blood Island, and just live together with all this money. Finds out that Dean Munch doesn't have that condition. She's fine. She's just like dehydrated or something. And then like dehydrated. She only drinks whiskey, I think it was.
I think so.
I think it was whiskey or some heavy like alcohol, but like doesn't drink anything but that. And I go, what do you brush your teeth with? Whiskey. And so because
No,
like that's the only
like,
thing yeah.
Kesha, she, brushes her teeth with a bottle of Jack.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. And so basically because that's the only thing she ever drinks, her body, is that's where the headaches are coming from and all of her other symptoms, which seem like symptoms of this condition. So she actually doesn't end up dying and she's fine. But they still end up getting married. but they get married before knowing that she's going to be fine. So he's stuck married to like Dean Munch. Then at one point, Dean Munch goes to the bank to take out her money. And then he goes, "Oh, the you already like the money's gone. Like you took the money out this morning." And she's like, "I was never here this morning." And then they show like the flashback of Hester in a horrible like, granny wig with a horrible ID that says she's Dean Munch. And they accept it. And she takes out all the money. And she's like, "Yeah, I know. That's a terrible picture of me." And the guy's like, "Okay." And then just she's able to take out all of Dean Munch's money, which sucks because some of that's actually her money. Like most of it is what Chad's family has because he's rich. Like some of it is what she made. So like literally all of her money's gone. Um, so you realize you see like you see her take the money out, and then basically the ending is just you see her and Dr. Brock on Blood Island together. Like what was that season?
What a stunning conclusion. Now, God.
That went
It
nowhere.
was.
It
I know.
so like and all again all these people die. So um Wes Grace's dad dies. Um Zayde gets trapped for like half the season. She gets trapped in Cassidy's basement or Cassidy's house in like a well basically. The mom traps her in this well. So she's trapped the entire season. So she finally convinces the mom to like not do that for her son. Like, don't, your son is a really amazing doctor. He's doing amazing things. The hospital is not what it used to be. Like, come see for yourself the amazing work that your son is doing. So she gets the first time she sets foot in that hospital to see the work that's being done, she dies.
Yeah.
Cassidy dies by jumping in front of the knife to save Chanel number three. All the other fake Chanels die. Like everyone's dying. And then Nurse Hoffel like escapes. Um, it's too much. The whole season was too much.
They like tripled. They made like even more deaths in like the second season than they did in the
Yes,
first,
and
and they
like
were like,
none,
"Oh, this is gonna make it better."
and
It
it,
didn't.
like the death scenes made sense. They fit because like things, but the season itself, it was boring. It
Yeah,
wasn't as funny. Like there were parts of it that were funny, and the main parts that were funny were just them bashing on Chanel number five the entire time.
I know.
Um, but like it wasn't that funny. Zayde wasn't in it as much because she was locked away in the basement.
Yeah, which was to their detriment because she was one of the best characters from season
Yeah.
one. So taking her out of it, big mistake.
Yes. Um, and then like just having Miss Bean's sister come back to the hospital for revenge, like that didn't really fit in.
Yeah, I mean, he was really trying to do like his own like. Now that I'm thinking about it, like it's like he really did try to make his own like version of Scream, where it's like, oh, all these
Yes.
people are coming because when you look at like the Scream movies, like when they reveal like the ghost face, their motives are always mostly the same. I'm getting revenge on this person because they killed somebody that I loved or they did this to me.
Yeah.
So it's all he just tried to make like I feel like now that I'm thinking about it more and more, he saw Scream and he was like, I can do that.
Yes.
I
And
can
like
and it worked the first time,
and
but
the
the
first
second
season,
season,
yeah,
no.
the first season gives off scary movie vibes, like the whole
Yeah.
parody of, and it's the funniness, but referencing like other things, like referencing Taylor Swift and certain death scenes,
Yeah.
and it's just really funny. And but then like the second season, like I don't, it was so bad. I couldn't. And
Oh
I got
God.
halfway through and I really wanted to stop. But
Yeah,
I was like, I haven't seen it
I
in so
did because I
long.
couldn't take it anymore.
I haven't
And
seen it
then
in so long, and
I
yeah,
just read the wiki description for like the second half because I was like, oh God, this is insufferable.
yeah.
A lot of it was like really bad.
I couldn't. But I did finish it because
Man,
I just feel like I needed to.
yeah.
Um, but no, it was not. It was not good.
Ugh.
So
So watch the first season and then you
must
just have to act like the show stopped there. And that's the
yes,
best viewing
yep,
experience that you'll
mhm,
have.
yep.
Uh,
So back in the day, I you know me. I put statuses. Oftentimes, my Facebook statuses were song lyrics
here we go.
unnecessarily. Um,
Here we go.
So do you remember New Boys?
New boys,
Yeah, the people that sing "Your Jerk."
I think. For
Mm,
some reason, I thought they were gonna be the people that sing "Party Like a Rock Star," but I think that was a different group.
no, who sang "Party Like a Rockstar"?
Some kind of boys. I swear, boys is in the name.
Shop Boys.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you know the song that's like "You're a jerk, you're a jerk," and there was like the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
dance.
yeah.
So
With the dance.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they had two other songs that I listened to all the time. One of them was called Buns, Bunz, Buns. Um,
Nice.
so I posted the lyrics to that as a status. Um,
Oh, great.
and again, it's not a good. Well, it's bad but good. Like I
At the
was
time.
at the time, and I will still listen to it every once in a while because I just think it's funny. Um, but it's called Buns. So on June 28th, 2010, so 15 years ago, she had an apple bottom skinny waist. Shake them buns all in my face. 5'6" super freak. Tell all the homies that she got buns.
And that, my friends, is poetry. And
That's
to me,
art.
that's art
That's
to me.
art. And not a status, although I think I probably made it a status. But I have to like read these lyrics to you. Um, they have a song called Kashmir. Um, and again, one of those songs that's like bad and doesn't age well in certain contexts, but like
Yeah.
also I will listen to it all the time. Um, so they're basically at a bar, I guess, trying to flirt with this girl, and I guess it turns out this girl's like a lesbian.
Okay.
Um, so let me see. I gotta find the lyrics and read them to you. It's um, so it says she stopped, paused, stared into my eyes, and for the first time moved her mouth to reply. She said that she kissed a girl and she liked it, and ever since that night she was a full blood dyke chick.
Oh, well,
Um, and then um, that's why yo breath stink.
uh,
Um, what the hell is wrong with your teeth? Um, when I said, "Oh, do you mind?"
this is
This
the
is the
same
same
group.
song. This is
Oh,
the
this
same
is the
people
same.
that sing "Buns" and "You're a Jerk." Um, so basically, I guess the whole "your breath stinks" because she's lesbian, so she's eating pussy. I'm assuming that's what they mean by that. Um,
Oh God.
um, the what the hell's wrong with your teeth? I don't know what that is a reference to. Do lesbians just I don't I don't know. Um, and so then they go, when I said I liked you, I lied. I'm over here. Uncross your eyes. Um, and then at the end, hey yo, don't get me wrong though. We love lesbians, just not you.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Thanks for
yep,
clarifying that. They're like,
yep. There you go. New
they're
boys,
like, not you
everybody.
though.
Not you though.
They're like, not you though.
I'm not homophobic. I like lesbians, just not you.
Just
Um, so if you want to go back and ever listen to New Boys, there you go.
that's a that's a wrap, kids.
That's it. Do you have a better status? I don't know.
I don't think I can top that.
I mean, but if you have one you want to read,
I don't have a status, but I do have a new discovery as to why Grace from Scream Queens didn't come back for season 2. I could end the pod with
ooh,
that. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So apparently she was actually really close with Kiki Palmer.
yep,
Like they got along really well. So I don't know when, like how long ago this was from, but apparently, like there was she made like a statement about how Kiki was actually like helping her on set from like bullies that were like actually that she was being
oh,
bullied apparently. So I just have this like it's a Instagram post and then it's like a screenshot of like something that she like typed out and the actress's name is Skylar Samuel. So she said, "I'm incredibly proud of Kiki for oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's what Kiki does. Okay, so I think it was Kiki that was having like an
yes. It
issue. So
was
maybe
like
this okay.
racist thing, like comments I think were being made.
Yeah, so it says I'm incredibly proud of Kiki for speaking out about her experiences on Scream Queens. That's what Kiki does. She speaks up and stands up for herself and others. Scream Queens is a very challenging show to make. Kiki was one of the only people who stood up for me. So I think she was also being bullied,
Yeah,
is what I'm getting here,
yeah,
that they both had a bad experience. Because like she was brave enough to have my back, even though she knew that it meant to make her a target for other bullies on set. I have unending gratitude for the professionalism and kindness that Kiki showed me. She is a leading lady in this industry who is well aware of her influence and she uses it for the better. And then the caption was, "She's a true queen." And then she just
yes,
tagged Kiki at the end. So
yeah.
evidently they both had bad experiences. I
So I
guess
wonder, like,
to whatever degree Kiki was able to. I mean, Kiki
yeah,
one came back again, so I mean, I don't know if it was
that's what I was
somebody
about to say. Like,
else that left. I don't
yeah,
know, like who.
because
Hmm.
if you're talking about bullies, if you were to say it's one of the Chanels, like,
Yeah, they don't
I don't
allude to
know
it
because
being
uh,
anyone specific.
I don't know because, and I'm not saying she's like this now or who knows what was true, but I think said this in the Ryan Murphy episode. A lot of people agreed on set that Leah Michelle was basically Rachel Berry. Like there was no difference. But a lot of people
Oh
were
boy.
also saying like she was pretty racist to people
Yeah,
on set.
I've heard. I This wasn't the first time I've heard
Yes.
that about her.
And then this is the thing that I said this in the last episode, and it's funny but not funny. But the one girl spoke up about her, and she basically said that Lee Michelle told her she was going to shit in her wig. Um, which
That specific. That specifically is so funny to say to somebody.
and I think you said those
I think
exact
we
words the last time. I think. Um, so,
because it
uh,
is though.
so yeah, and so it makes you wonder, like, well, if other people from other shows are having like could have been her, but then if it's a racist thing after the first season, why would you want to come back and work with her again? So maybe it's not necessarily a race thing. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just like a mean girl kind of attitude by certain people,
Yeah.
and maybe you can look
Or
past it,
maybe the check was that good that she was like, "I don't even care."
or
Maybe the check at the
maybe
time.
that person's no longer there.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean
yeah,
it was somebody that was
yeah,
prominent. Could have been somebody that was killed off in the fray. Could have been deaf Taylor Swift, we don't
yeah.
know.
And
Like,
Death Taylor
no,
Swift
it
had it coming,
could could have been.
could
But,
have been.
like but yeah, I guess, Grace also had a bad experience. Well, Skylar Samuels
Yeah,
also had a bad experience
and
to the
like
point where she
she,
was like, "Nah, I don't want to come back."
so that
Or
could have
who
been,
knows if they even had like a way for Grace to even come back. I mean, the way that he writes, like, God only knows. I
yeah.
mean, her character's in a mental institution, so I don't even know how they
It,
would.
that did not
Then
make
again, they
sense.
got Hester. Then again, they got Hester out of it, so I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's just
maybe that would have been a good plot line if the
that
actress
would have
was
been better.
still around and she wanted to do the second season, you could have
Yeah.
her and Hester be in the same mental institution, breaking out and realizing
Oh
like
yeah.
I got screwed over by the Chanels. They made my time there horrible. You have bad experiences. Let's go get them. We're sisters. Let's go get them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool. But the actress didn't come back. So
Yeah, and then at one point people were pushing for Ryan Murphy to make more. Well, obviously they didn't want the even after the show was announced to be canceled, they still wanted it to be revived. And at one point on Instagram, he said, "So many people have been asking me to reboot or continue Scream Queens. R.I.P. Taken too soon." He says, "I have mused on it while speaking with Emma, Billy, and Leah." So I guess beyond that's telling that sentence right there because
yes,
he was still like contact. I mean, I guess because later on they were all not Leah, but Billy and Emma continued to be in American Horror Story with like for him.
yeah.
So I guess that's makes sense why they continue talking. But
But
he said,
Abigail's not mentioned.
"No, no, see that? Yeah,
I
those
mean,
three
maybe he's worried about a
specifically."
diss track coming out, and he doesn't want that.
Yeah, he says, I've mused on it with Emma, Billy, and Leah. But question, should and then he gets so specific. He's like, I think this was a post he made at one point. He's like, should I make it a 6 episode limited, a catch up movie? Who should I bring back? Would love your thoughts. So many questions. Like, okay, bro,
Yeah. Well, after the second season,
it's
no,
canceled.
it's canceled for a reason because the second season sucked.
See, the writing's so bad that he had to turn to the public and be like, hey, suggestion box.
Question
What's
mark? Do
next,
you
guys?
want this? Question mark?
What's next, guys? Help me, help you.
How can I help you? Scream
Oh
Queens
God.
and just crickets. Just like,
He's like, oh no, sorry, I'll make another 10 seasons of American Horror Story.
yeah, and I'll make some murder documentary styles too. So,
I don't.
mhm, mhm.
Does he have things in production? The question
Yeah,
is,
I think he
he
does
he
have.
definitely does.
I think he has the sports ones in
Oh,
production, like American Sports Stories, I think, or something.
American Love Story.
Is that
Now,
a
what is this?
wait? Is that a
It's in
real?
production. Yes, American Love Story. Oh, okay, he's tapping into to the Kennedys now. What
Oh,
the hell, dude?
that's not what I
It's not.
thought that was going to be when you
I
said
don't.
that.
Not at all. It's not. Well, it's not even. It's the son too. So I'm like, huh? It's not even like JFK. It's like
Oh,
it says explores the story and the courtship of the marriage of John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, including their tragic deaths. Brother, we get it. You like death and you like people hooking up. Like,
I was
calm
going to say,
down.
and you like sex? Yep.
Yeah, that's literally. Oh
Oh yeah,
man, yeah,
so
he's definitely on his true crime kick right now.
yeah, because they had the American Sports Story was about Aaron Hernandez. So yep, he
Oh God.
dies. Like what?
Which is fine that he likes her, but now he's definitely in the true crime like of it all,
Yeah,
and it's interesting to say the least when he chooses to be selective with
yeah,
what he leaves out and how he romanticizes certain things that
yeah.
shouldn't be.
And so
For example, the Hernandez, but no, I can't even. I cringe when I think about that.
yeah,
Oh man.
I'm just
So the question is, will he ever be stopped? I don't know.
wait.
And I think this
Yeah,
was
I just
what's up.
no, I just don't know why he's doing this.
I don't know. We're having a full blown meltdown about this.
I'm like,
Oh
what's
God.
the point?
What's the point?
What's the point of American Love Story? Like, I get it because I'm reading, like, it's the Kennedys. I get it. But, like, huh? You can't call it
I don't
American
know. I
Love
think
Story and then just, like, it's still a murder show. Like,
hey,
people are still dying and having sex. That's
and that's a Ryan Murphy production. Okay,
that's a Ryan Murphy series set to premiere in February of 26.
so next year.
Next, yep, in February.
Wow, I can't. I'm
I
definitely
don't know.
not gonna be watching that.
Well,
I don't think I'm
no,
gonna be.
I tried to watch. What did it do for the American Crime Story? What was the first one?
One of them was the Monica Lewinsky was one of them.
I
Oh
tried to
no, that's
watch.
not.
I tried to watch that one.
Yeah,
Um,
because the girl,
no, no,
because
no,
what's her
no.
name from Booksmart was in it. She was a.
Yeah, it was the People versus OJ. That's the one I
Oh,
tried. That's the one I tried to
we
watch.
tried to watch that at college. We watched like the
Yeah,
first couple of episodes,
and
and it
I
was
couldn't
so
get past it. And I,
I couldn't get that. Wasn't who was in that? Oh my god! Wait,
Cuba Gooding Jr., I think, right?
no, 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 no. But you can't forget David Schwimmer, Ross Geller as
Yes.
the
And
Kardashians' dad.
then, and then that's the
That
one that
was crazy.
what's her face was Sarah Paulson was like the leading lady person in that
Oh my
one,
god, with
right?
that horrible wig
Yes, and she
they had
smoked all
on
the
her.
time. Yeah, she smokes in everyone she's in. Um, oh,
If
the
a if
last,
a if a show if Sarah Paulson's not in the show, stressed out and smoking, it's not a Ryan Murphy production.
but did you? So I'm on Wikipedia. So it's People versus OJ, and then the second season was Assassination of Versace. And I
Yeah,
think I might have watched like one episode, and then I was like, no. The third
I think
season,
Darren Chris was in that.
yeah, I think so. And then the third season is called Impeachment.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
watch it.
the Bill Clinton one, right? With the
Yeah, I
Monica
don't. Yeah, I
Lewinsky.
don't think I watched that one. The fourth
I didn't.
season, which has not come out yet, is called Studio 54.
Oh no, this could be very good if he did it right.
Is it going to do it
But
right? No, it's not.
he's let me down so many times that
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think. You know how they
Yes.
say. So this is how one sentence that could describe consuming Ryan Murphy's productions. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
That's how I feel. I think that can sum up exactly what he does best.
Yep.
Insanity.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just,
God.
I can't. I can't.
I think we can leave them with
Yes.
that.
Yep.
Oh man. We've had it. So just
Yes. Like, go watch the first season and the first season only.
just act like it's a mini series and it never came back. Oh shame. Stop
Wow,
there.
that's such a shame. And I had high hopes, and I was pissed when it was bad.
Oh God. Okay, well we have
Yes,
socials. What do we have? We have Instagram, we have I was gonna say Twitter. Twitter's not a thing
Twitter's not a
anymore.
thing.
It's X and we don't.
X. We don't support X. We do have Blue
No,
Sky. Um,
we do.
we have
Which I
Tik.
wish would pop off more
I
than
know.
it has been, but
It's
who knows?
well, because I feel like the app itself is like it's better than X, but like
Yeah,
I feel like more people still just stick with what they already have.
yeah.
Um,
But hey, who
TikTok
knows?
as
Yeah.
well, and then we're on YouTube. Uh,
And of course you can listen to us on Spotify
yes.
and Apple
Mm-hmm.
for your podcasting needs,
Yes.
because you can listen to us spiral over
Ryan Murphy.
Brian Murphy Productions
Yes.
for 2 hours. Oh, if that's your forte.
Yes.
But hey, put us on while you're doing laundry or
Yes.
just doing whatever.
Go for a walk. Exercise. Listen
True.
to us.
Write a better TV show than Ryan Murphy can. Let this inspire
Write
somebody out there.
a new season of Screen Queens. That's better.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Bring it back, Ryan Murphy. That's all I'm saying.
Only bring it back if it's gonna be good.
And also, I need Chanel number 5 to be in it because like her
Icon,
icon.
icon,
You really
scholar,
stuck? Yeah, you do.
innovator,
Innovator.
songstress.
Yeah. Diss track God. I'll leave it there.
Yes. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.